All right, all right, all right. Welcome back to Redford Hills. I am a sleepy boy. I've we streamed last night. Myself, Theophocles, Teddy, and as we were doing some streaming on the Outlast trials, and ran a little longer than I suppose I originally anticipated, but I was really enjoying it. I will say that with the help of Az and Teddy, as well as me and Theo just being absolute units at the game, myself and Theo were able to successfully complete the 10th psychosurgery level of the escalation therapy. So we were able to accomplish that and gain that achievement in the game. And that was pretty cool. It took us 150 minutes to complete. We so a little over 2 hours just to complete the 10 levels of the escalation therapy. But either way, it was worth it. Although I am a sleepy boy, we are here. We are getting ready to get right back into Redford Hills. We're gonna go in and change some background stuff. We're gonna change the Redford Hills sign. Probably change a few of the characters' profiles and such. But it's great to have everyone here. If you're in chat, I appreciate it. Say hello. I'll shout you out. If you guys are enjoying Redford Hills, if you want to see more live streams of Redford Hills, or just live streams in general, be sure to hit that like button. I thoroughly enjoy doing live streams. It gives me an opportunity to connect with you guys. It does make the videos a little bit longer than just like normal standard video recordings, but it gives me an opportunity to connect with you guys, and that's what it's all about. But we have Lyco the Head in chat with Miss Azrael's Gaming, Celloren, Gabby, Alma, Amy, Okami, Jake. It's great to have everybody here. I got Cello. Hello, hello. Who else is in? I see you guys were talking about me being late. I wasn't late. I was just fashionably on time. I think that's what it's called, right? Amy says I'm always procreating before the live streams. Lyco is sleepy lurking. Yep, I'm sleepy playing. I'll be sleepy reading. I'm not good reading when I'm wide awake, let alone sleepy, so we'll see how this goes. I'm not late. Everyone else is simply just early, says Jill. That's very true. Very, very true. All right. Hashtag sleepy game. It's the sleepy gang. Yes. All right. Let's change up some. I did also turn the music on for for Redford Hills. I know there was some adjustments to the music volume level, so I turned the music on, and I know it changes in between scenes and stuff. So I do want to use it, just because it gives a better ambiance rather than just quietness and me talking. Let's change this background a little bit. I don't think I've used this one yet. We'll just go all red, like a dark, nice red. I'll be honest. So my last video of Redford Hills, I screwed up on the sound, and it then ended up being an entirely mute video, which was upsetting because there were some pretty cool advancements in the story. And unfortunately, unless you watch the video and just like read through all the different choices and chats that I was having with the characters, you're not really gonna understand where we're picking up all from. And to be honest, like, I'm having a hard time even remembering what happened in the last video because I was so defeated that the video turned out to be muted the entire video. So I know that I do know that we may have screwed things up in the story, like the actual gameplay of the story, because you remember a few videos back we were talking to Pete and shoot, what's the other guy's name? Pete and somebody else, Sergey. We were talking to Pete and Sergey, and we told Sergey to go to one location, and we told Pete to go to the other location. So now they're in two different locations, but I think they're starting to figure out that they are in two different locations. And so I'm like trying to pretend to be Pete, but talking to Sergey and trying to explain why we were in two different locations, but also saying that I'm in the actual correct location. Don't really know if I screwed it up or not, but I was whatever. And then we're trying to get oh, shoot, what is her name? The Redford Hills girl, Amelia. I am struggling with names. We try to get Amelia to go spy in on Pete at the sawmill, but I don't think we sent Pete to the sawmill. I have no idea where we sent Pete. I don't remember. Maybe it was the sawmill. Maybe we sent Sergey to the old crash, the old car crash. I don't know. Cello, thank you for being such a long time member for over 16 months, over a year and 4 months. Cello says, thanks for the laughs and memories over the months, over the year. You mean over the year and months. I appreciate that, Cello. Thank you so much, and thank you for being such an awesome member for so long. Truly appreciate that. Ass says I can finish the game and then go take a nap. That sounds like a delightful idea. I might just take a nap right now. How about we all just take a nap together while the game is just on, and we could all just sleep together. There's 18 of us in the video. We could all just take a nap with each other. Jojo, welcome to the chat, Jojo, and Emma, welcome in. It's great to have you all here. Jojo says, don't know much about this stream, but I already know that tongue-tied messed up big time. Thanks to have my back, Jojo. I may have screwed up. I don't know. Let's talk to Pete. Let's kind of want to change up Pete's look, but we'll do that in here in a second. We can change this wallpaper. What wallpaper do we? I just randomly picked. All right, so Sergey, we are pretending to be Sergey, reaching out to Pete. It looks like so we have a connection established. Plugin is cheeky sneaky 1.7 initialized. Initializing plugin reckless redirect 0.9.1 failed. So we're acting as Sergey, reaching out to Pete. Yeah, I'm here now. This time I'm at the right spot. I know for a fact you told me the Steinhaus 100%. Pete says, no, I didn't. And then I say, no, I didn't. So, oh, didn't mean to do that. No, I didn't, says Pete. Whatever. Who's the woman? She's all right. So I can't really change any of my answers yet. You know her. I know a lot of people. Still, I don't want her involved in the deliveries. I wonder if Zoe's going to be the one that's involved in the deliveries. Maybe that's what Pete and Serge are doing. She's really fine. Is that Pete being creepy? Like she's really fine, or is look, she's fine. It's gonna be okay. I don't know if he's you know talking about the way she looks or just in general. She's gonna be okay. Lena, welcome. Lena NZ, welcome to the stream. It's great to have you here. Okami says the amount of times I fell asleep to the gamer soundtrack, I would not have a problem with that either. You just want to take a nap? We can take a nap together. Sergey says I really can't handle this. Damn it! First, you make me run across town with stolen goods because you gave me the wrong location, and now you've brought someone along. I'm not getting rid of her now. Look, we're not getting rid of her. But who is her? Is her Zoe? Is Zoe her? Sergey says, find a way. She already knows too much. Damn it. What have you told her? I can't explain it. She overheard something earlier. You know her, and she's cool with it. She says that now, until she rats us out to the police. She's okay, come on, we can't wait. We're gonna have to talk about this. Yep. Yeah, I can't change any of the communication, which probably is a good thing. It keeps me from screwing it up. Alright, Sergey's offline. Oh, we were supposed to change their profile pictures, weren't we? Oopsies. What do we want to change it to? I'll change it to that one, that's fine. Change Pete's to... I really love these black and white ones. These noir photos. The noir photos in this, like all the profile pictures, look amazing. I'm a huge fan of all the black and white profile pictures. Just the contrast and everything behind it, they just look awesome. All right, let's change. Like look at Amelia's. Like Amelia's is really cool. Like I really like that one. Such a good one. Oh, we gotta spend a Jacko to advance in this story, but luckily we have plenty of Jackos. Plenty of Jackos. Let's talk to Amelia. Got 2 tickets collected. We have 14 total tickets now. Good morning. Today's the day. The search starts this morning. So Amelia was able to, in the last video, Amelia was able to get a few people together to go on a like a canvassing through the forest to try to find Zoe. I have a feeling they're not going to find Zoe, but it's okay. At least they're doing something. But they were supposed to do it last night. Like Amelia was supposed to go to the shipyard last night, I think, to see if Pete had Zoe, but she never did. And then she got grounded by her parents too. Which I found out, I think Zoe is probably like 17 years old-ish. You know? I don't think she's like a full-grown like adult living on her own, but she's old enough to be working, right? So like around that 17-year-old, because she still lives at home and still gets grounded. So she's like still that like high-end teenager. Like maybe she's just waiting for like another month to like move out and find her own place. I don't know. Maybe that's why Zoe ran away. Maybe that's why Zoe was trying to get out of there, because Zoe's just like, I'm done with this place. Maybe Zoe turned 18. She's like, I'm out. We don't know yet. But I did find out that, like, based on like the events that happened with Amelia, like Amelia got grounded by her parents, and she wasn't allowed to leave the house. And I'm like, I thought you were a grown ass adult. I thought you lived on your own. But no, you're getting grounded by your parents. So the search starts this morning. I hope we find Zoe. That sounds great. Any new, like, you're probably not going to find Zoe, but whatever. Sounds great. Oh shit, yawned. Sleepy boy. Sleepy yawn. Baby Kiwi, welcome. How's baby Kiwi doing? I miss you, baby Kiwi. Hemant, welcome to the stream. Hi, I'm new here. What game is this? This game is called Redford Hills. It's the same style, same game, I guess, genre as, like, you would say, like Duskwood, Moonvale, any of the reality games where it's the story based kind of like text messaging game. It's what's really nice about Redford Hills is that it is completely free to play. And when I say it's completely free to play, like you don't, like, we haven't come across any mini games, we haven't come across any in-game purchasing that you have to make for, like, all the premium options, which is basically, there's not really any premium options because it's just options. There's nothing hidden behind any type of paywall or hidden behind any type of gems or anything like that in Redford Hills. The only thing is that it gets to a point in the story where you do have to take a break from the story. So you take like a 30-minute break or something like that. You get back into it and it starts up again. So, like, you take a small break, like you get to a point where it's like, hey, we're not ready to advance in the story yet. You take a small break and you come back a little bit later on and it starts to advance in the story. But again, it's completely free, and it's nice because it kind of like allows the gamer to kind of, I guess, not completely just run through the entire game. It kind of breaks it up a little bit. But you do have the options of speeding up that wait time. So you don't necessarily have to wait. There are options where you can purchase Jackos to then use those Jackos to speed up. Those Jackos are just the in-game currency that you can use to speed up the wait time, and you don't have to technically wait. I do believe that you can also watch a short ad to skip the wait time as well, which is nice, to be able to do. To be able to watch a short ad and not forced to watch ads, that's kind of nice. But so ultimately, Redford Hills is very, 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 very user friendly, gamer friendly. If you really want to play something and not have to worry about in-game purchases or being forced to use diamonds to buy profile pictures, or being forced to use diamonds to advance in a story, or use diamonds to get premium chat options, Moonvale. So but that's what's really cool about Redford Hills, and so far in the story, it's very engaging in the story. Look, I'm not sponsored by Redford Hills, but but I have a lot of good things to say about Redford Hills. So hear me out. There's a lot of really cool things that you can do in Redford Hills that we haven't been able to do in any of the other story-based games. These detective type games, we haven't been able to do it in any other games. Do you remember when we were talking to Pete and Serge? If you haven't seen it, there's times when we can change, like, we are the hackers of the game. We can change the characters' text messages to each other. So Pete might be sending a text message to Sergey. Pete thinks it says one thing, but no, we changed it. So Sergey sees something different, but Pete sees his own text. We're the masterminds. We're the puppet masters. We're the ones pulling the strings in the background as the hackers. It's really freaking cool. And if you love that aspect, hit that like button on this video right now because I love it. I love being the drama. But yes, I have a ton of good things to say about Redford Hills. If you haven't played it, definitely check it out. You can download it. It's available on all the Play stores, iOS, Android. It's a lot of fun. It's good. Just calm down, TZ. I like Redford Hills. Redford Hills excites me. Amy says I really enjoyed playing Redford Hills. Yeah, yeah. And Amy, did you spend any single cent? Did you spend a single cent on Red? Like, did you have to spend a single cent on Redford Hills? Probably not. Probably not. And you got to enjoy the entire game for all that it's worth. The full game. You weren't, there wasn't hidden stuff. There wasn't premium stuff behind any kind of paywall or gems that you have to purchase. It's nice. It's refreshing to have a game and have a developer behind the game that makes a game that is very gamer, player, viewer, streamer, just person friendly, gamer friendly. It's nice. It's nice. Is Redford Hills on the Apple Store? I'm sure it is. I'd be shocked if it wasn't, but I'm pretty sure it is. I want to stream where you do the voice for the whole thing. I don't know if I can. I don't think I have the attention to do this, to do a voice for the whole thing, because I get in weird tangents. And I didn't even do a voice this time. You sounded like the Joker. Did I? Didn't recognize it. Didn't even notice. All right, so what is Amelia's talking about? I think the whole village will help. People will form chains and sweep every inch of the forest, but they're probably going to go in the wrong direction of the forest. I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. Starting with the western part, because the sheriff thinks that the most likely route, if she left town on her own, was to the west. Yes, the whole village will gather there. If she's here or being held captive, we'll definitely find her. It kicks off in 3 hours, not long now. So she mentions, like, if she's captured, if she's in captivity, if she's being held captive, they'll definitely find her. But not if she's being held captive on the east side where the sawmill is. I don't know if the sawmill is on the east side. I'm just guessing. But we try to get Amelia to go to the sawmill, and she wouldn't do it. We need her to go to the sawmill. We think that that's where maybe Zoe's being held. Or maybe it's the bathhouse. Is the bathhouse over there too? Wait, why did I just say very good? I said the bathhouse. Ooh, unknown is screwing with me. The boathouse, not bathhouse. Why did I see bathhouse? It does look like bathhouse. If you don't see the O, it looks like bathhouse. And why would Zoe be hiding in bathhouse? Boathouse. And tomorrow we'll get to the eastern forest. Unfortunately, it means we might have to wait another day, but it's good that something is being done at last. It wouldn't let me talk about the boathouse. Hopefully she's still in the area. Where's the boathouse? It's in the east. Yeah, so we think that Zoe's in the boathouse. Or that's where Zoe was, in the boathouse? That's where we found, like, her jacket and had blood on it? Yeah, that's where Zoe had her jacket, in the boathouse. I mean, didn't you tell them that you found her jacket there? Like, why wouldn't you go east if that's where we found clues of Zoe? They still think it's more likely to find her in the west. I think it's because Redford Creek is there and where they found Lily back then. I understand. When will the east be searched? By the time they get done with the west, they're going to go to the east, and then she's going to move her way to the west, and they're never going to find Zoe. Amy says I didn't have to, but I did buy the intro package to support the devs and get some of their themes and jackos. That's awesome. Yeah, so that's another good thing about Redford Hills, is that they allow you the option, if you enjoy the game and if you want to help the devs in their development of the game, then you can purchase those introductory packages. I think I did the same. I think I purchased the jackos. That way we could advance in the stories and move forward. And so I did that as well to help support the dev. And and that's awesome to be able to be given that option. If you're enjoying the game, you buy the Jackos, or you send a little thank you to the devs, and it just helps them, helps encourage them, it helps give them more, like, more drive to finish the story, or to even create something new after the game is concluded and finishes. Once the story is done, it gives them that added encouragement, motivation. Today, everyone's going to be in the West all day. I think that's dumb, but if they say so, I think it's dumb. They should be in the East. Oh, Mrs. Don't Remind Me, still disappointed on Moonvale. And we waited for so long. You know what's crazy about Moonvale too is, like, when they years ago when they were talking about, coming out with Moonvale, they talked about how Moonvale was going to be released in full, not in episodes. Like, when they like they were developing Moonvale, and it was going to be released as a full game. You didn't have to wait for episodes. And what did they do? They came out with episode 1. There was a lot. There was a lot that Moonvale said they were not gonna do, or gonna do, and then they did it or didn't do it. They just completely did the exact opposite, which is a shame. And I hope they took a lot of the gamers' criticisms. I hope they took a lot of their ideas, and a lot of their complaints. I hope they took them to heart, and I hope they adjust for the next episode. I hope they figure it out, because a lot of people, a lot of gamers were really upset with the way Everbyte handled Moonvale, for sure. So Amelia says, I have no idea. I just think it's good we're finally doing something. Yeah, okay, it's good that you're finally doing something, but it doesn't make any sense if you're doing it in the wrong spot. Look, Amelia, do you want to check the boathouse yourself? I have to help with the search. It's important everyone covers an area so there are no gaps. I think we all be in the West today. Whatever. It's fine. I'll keep my fingers crossed for you, but I know that you're not going to find anything, Amelia. Did you notice anything happened last night? Did you go out yesterday? Probably not. She got grounded. But what? That's not what I asked. I didn't ask, did you go out yesterday? I asked, did you notice anything weird last night? That's weird. Why is it doing that? No, I couldn't go out yesterday. Really not? Too bad. Go too bad. Yeah, she was grounded. She's like grounded by her parents. But now I have to go. It starts in 3 hours in the West, not the East, like it should be. Silly Amelia. Ooh. We got our true crime podcast. Let's go and change her. Like, look at that black and white. It looks so good. But I can't use them all black and white. So let's change it to something. We'll change it to that. That's fine. That works. All right. Hey everyone. Unfortunately, I'm here this morning with some bad news. Yesterday, someone gave me a tip, although I was skeptical since the source couldn't provide evidence. I followed up on it. After spending most of the night investigating, I can now say the suspicion turned out to be unfounded. Yikes, and that was my tip, and now she doesn't trust me. But what did you find? What did you find out? That's too bad. What was all that about? I should note that I interpret my role as a true crime podcaster as a mission of justice. Nevertheless, I am not part of the police, and there are boundaries I cannot cross for my own safety. If I sometimes still do, it's because the situation demands it. I usually investigate cases where violent criminals have never been held accountable or where the victims have not received justice. In these cases, I am willing to bend the rules as much as I can. In other cases, I cannot do that. So what does that mean now? But how do we know when it's okay and when it's not? Yeah, how do we know when it's okay to bend rules and when it's not okay to bend rules? Who knows? What was it about anyway? Please understand that I can't say more. Sadly, I'm back to square one and lost valuable time. That sucks. But there's also good news. This morning, I was told that the police will organize a large search party for Zoe today. All residents of Redford Hills are encouraged to help. The search will initially focus on the forest area west of Redford Hills. The area to the east and southeast is planned for the coming days. All residents of Redford Hills and nearby towns are asked to gather at the western edge of town. The meeting point is Mrs. Sullivan's dry cleaners. Do you really think that'll help? Good luck. Like, I guess good luck. She's not even like responding to any of my messages anyways. Kind of messed up. Finally, things are moving in this town. Yeah, because Sophia is pushing things forward. It has nothing to do with Sophia, Jamie. It doesn't. It's a good step, but I had nothing to do with it. Thank you, Sophia, for being so honest about that. Just having you around gets people moving. That's wrong, Jamie. That's wrong. That's not accurate. Sophia had nothing to do with it. It's actually me. It's actually tongue tied that had everything to do with it. Why does Amelia have a different? Oh, we're getting ready to spy in on Amelia's chat with her friends, and we're gonna pretend to be somebody. I bet. I bet we're gonna be somebody. Let's change the wallpaper to you. Because why not? It looks nice. Nice and bright. Amelia says, are you coming today? Doesn't change at all. Jocelyn. Who's Jocelyn? Jocelyn's new? Have we met Jocelyn before? I think so. I feel like we haven't met Jocelyn before. Jocelyn's obviously one of her friends. Yeah, I guess I have to, but I still think it's going too far. No, we have to do this. No, I really don't believe that, but it's okay. I'll be there today. Thanks. Yeah, that's just us spying in on Amelia and Jocelyn's chat there. Oh, Sophia's reaching back out. See, Sophia's black and white picture there is awesome too. They're all so good. I don't want to change them up, but I gotta change them up. Sophia says, hey. Hello. Hey, Sophia. I took a close look there, but just like you suggested. And would you find? Did you find anything at all? Nothing? I'm not sure what you already know or have heard, but I can assure you Pete has nothing to do with this case. I don't believe that. I mean, what'd you see? Nothing that would help us find the Blue Pine killer. I mean, did you talk to him at all? Yes, I did. Okay, what did you find out then? Leave me in suspense, why don't you? Pete and Serge have nothing to do with the case. Maybe we should leave it at that. I have a feeling Sophia, just like Amelia, is starting to simp over Pete, and now Pete can do no wrong. I don't believe that, Sophia. Pete is doing something. There's some. I mean, even Sergey said that he's running around with illegal items, things that could get him in trouble. So, how is it that they're doing nothing wrong? And Sophia's like, yep, they're fine, completely fine. Nothing weird going on here. They must be up to something illegal. Are they forcing you to stay silent? Yeah, are they forcing you to say that, Sophia? Did they threaten you? Nothing like that. I really appreciate your dedication, but there are things I can't get involved in. I can't do that if I want to keep doing the podcast. People need to trust me. So Pete and Sergey, they're doing or hiding something that you're not allowed to get involved in. So it's definitely something illegal. It's definitely something not good. I believe he has his reasons of what he's doing illegal, and it's not what you think. Then what is it? What is it, Sophia? Enlighten me. I really can't say. Of course not. Maybe you should try talking to him when you get a chance. I just want to make sure no rumors start spreading. That would be good. That wouldn't be good for this restaurant or for his restaurant. He's definitely not the Blue Pine Killer and has nothing to do with Zoe's disappearance. How do I know he didn't steal your phone and is typing this himself? Fair. If you don't want to talk, such a shame. Look, how do I know he didn't just like kidnap you and now you're sitting next to Zoe and he's using your phone to talk to me? You think that's so funny, Sophia? It happens. Maybe he hacked into your account. If you knew what I've been through the last few days, you wouldn't be laughing. Just saying, Sophia. I have good passwords for everything. Don't worry. You can only get into my phone if you bypass 3 security layers. I have to do that for my job. I bet you I could get in that phone. I bet I could get into it. That's what I'd say too. Everything can be bypassed. I'd get right into that phone. TC, I have to go. Anyway, I'll join the search today. My trained eye might be helpful. Can you keep me posted? You're searching in the wrong place. You need to go to the east, not the west. How you doing, Janie? Welcome in. The Crown Gamer, welcome. Yes, this is Redford Hills detective story. Yes, 100% Crown Gamer. Yes, indeed. Look, they should be searching the east, not the west. That's what we've been trying to tell them all. Been trying to tell them from day one, search the east. Nobody wants to listen to me. Why should we search the east? Just trust me, I was right about Pete too. Look, there's an old boathouse. It had Zoe's jacket in it. It had blood on it. Like, that was in the east, not the west. Zoe might be there in the old boathouse. Why do you know that? Talk to Amelia. I have my sources. Thanks for the tip, TT. No problem, Sophia. Search the old boathouse. Talking back to Amelia. Oh, we gotta use our Jackos to advance in the story. Let's go ahead and do that. We got 2 more tickets collected. Now I have a total of 16 tickets. Okay, seriously. Now, who are you really? What are you talking about? What? You know me. It's tongue-tied. Who are you? Why are you asking me this now? Afraid I don't understand. I understand the question, but I don't understand why you're asking me the question. I need answers. Well, I don't know what you mean. What's going on all of a sudden? Is that really important? Yeah, what the hell's going on? Please stop this. This has gone way too far. What are you talking about? Yeah, what are you talking about? I need to know why you contacted me. Didn't you contact me? Yeah, you suddenly appeared and talked about Redford Hills. You contacted me, Amelia. Why did you sign up for Redford Hills online? Didn't even know what that was at first. I didn't. Look, I never did. Never even once. Never once in my entire life. Ever since I've been alive, I signed up for Redford Hills online. But your number was on my list. So? I didn't sign up. Yeah, look, I have no idea why. You didn't sign. No, no. I told you I didn't sign up. And you had never heard of Redford Hills or Redford Hills Online before. Not before you. And you know no one in Redford Hills. I know Amelia. Only you. Liar. You serious? What the hell? What are you talking about? If you really didn't sign up yourself, and if you really had never heard of Redford Hills, and you really know no one in Redford Hills, how can your number be on my list of interested contacts? I get this list directly from the city administration. So how is that possible? Can you explain that to me? Someone gave you the wrong number. I don't know. Look, how am I supposed to know, Amelia? Maybe you dialed the wrong number. That's not an explanation. Yes, it is. Maybe my number is one of those hacked list spammers use. Maybe I get like a spam phone call every single day, like all the time. Every day I get like two, and it's like clockwork. It's ridiculous. I hate it. And it's from like somebody trying to sell sun bright energy or something. I don't know. They're probably trying to sell me a damn solar panel or something. I have no idea. But they're annoying. And they call me all the time. Maybe somebody else entered in the wrong number. That's a possibility. It's possible. People make mistakes. No, the number must be confirmed with a code from an SMS when signing up. Otherwise, it's not stored in the system. Is there any other way around it? Yeah, what do I know? Look, maybe there's other ways around it. Definitely not. You can't explain it. So why should I believe you then? What's the sudden change in attitude, Amelia? The list consists of only of people who manually signed up on the Redford Hills website, seeking information or planning a visit manually. Okay, but like somebody else could have manually entered in my number. Can't be right. Look, I don't know, Amelia. I have no idea. It is what it is. Right. You're absolutely right. It is what it is. It's written here in black and white. This is your number. I'm looking at it right now. Why is this so suddenly important? Right. I have no idea. Okay, why is it? Why is it so suddenly important? It's important because why? Oh, I'm afraid. What? What is going on? What? Afraid? I'm afraid I made a catastrophic mistake. Does anybody else, whenever you see catastrophic, do you go, do you pronounce it a different way? Like I always see it, and I'm always like, I don't know. I always see it. My initial word is not catastrophic. That's a hard word for me to read. Catastrophic. Afraid I made a catastrophic mistake. As stumbles on catastrophic sometimes. Yeah, I do all the time. All the time. Catastrophe. The catastrophe, says Lego. Look, I don't even know what this is all about. I don't know why Amelia is all of a sudden afraid. The list is printed on paper. I receive it on paper. Then I type each number into the chat program individually. And look, I bet you typed it wrong, didn't you? Human error, Amelia. Normally, I'm extremely careful and check multiple times to ensure I don't make a mistake. Right. Yeah. So just like I was saying, Amelia, you were just sitting here just jumping on my back the entire time about talking about like it's impossible to make a mistake, but look at you now. admitting that you made a mistake. Silly. You typed in the wrong number. Wait, what? But that's not what I said. I must have typed in the wrong number. That's what I said. So look, I wasn't even meant to be contacted. Apparently not. So you weren't supposed to contact me. Right. I was right the whole time. Apology not accepted, Amelia. This never happens to me. Apparently it does. Probably happens more than you like to admit. You didn't even like to admit it this one time. I bet it happened a lot of times before. I always double and triple check. No, you need a quadruple check now. I'm glad to be here. Otherwise, I'd have missed this exciting story. This is bad. This is really bad. Why is it bad? Or maybe I should say, well, we wouldn't have met otherwise. That's not what I picked, but apparently that's what I picked. Something's going fishy with my chat. Why are you getting so worked up? Everyone makes mistakes. Look, why are you getting so worked up? I mean, everyone makes mistakes. Are you guys seeing that too? Like I'm picking one chat, but it's giving me a completely different chat. What's going on? Maybe she's a Kartoffelkoff? Kartoffelkoff. Maybe she's a Kartoffelkoff. Maybe, Lyco. Maybe. Look, everyone makes mistakes. No, it can't. It mustn't. I think it's a funny story. Sorry. I won't tell your boss. Look, I don't know. I guess it's a funny story. It's funny that Amelia makes mistakes. You don't understand. This just makes everything worse, even worse than it already is. What do you like? Worse than what? You don't understand. But help me understand, Amelia. Stop talking in circles. I got that impression too. Then look, then explain what you're talking about. The PTT head, the potato TT head. That's. I don't know how I became a potato TT head, but I became a potato TT. So look, then explain. Yeah, I guess we owe you an apology for. No, I don't. You already apologized. I already rejected it. Just explain. Just who's we? Can I? Oh, why isn't it? My messages are acting funny. There we go. Look, who's we? Please wait a moment. I'll be right back. What about the search operation? Who am I talking? Am I not talking to Amelia? Okay, are you there? I've been here this entire time. Are we not talking to Amelia, but we're talking to the help bot, maybe? Zoe? Zoe's joining the chat? That's actually a pretty good photo of Zoe. But there's other photos of Zoe, too. Like, look at the black and white picture. It's so good. I love the black and white pictures. But I kind of like the, I want to go back to default Zoe. Yeah, let's go back to default Zoe for a little while. Zoe says, hey. Is it Zoe? How is this Zoe? You've already heard about Zoe? Oh my goodness, who am I talking to right now? I'm clearly not talking to Amelia. She was missing. Zoe was missing. Hammond says everyone's sus. Everyone is sus. So that was a lie. So Zoe wasn't missing it. What? So Amelia and Zoe are just in cahoots with talking about trying to find, like, talking about a missing person. Like, Zoe wasn't actually missing? The hell are you talking about? WTF. So terribly sorry. Is this somebody that's, like, trying to, like, screw with me? Is this Pete and Serge? Maybe it's Pete and Serge screwing with me. I don't understand. We thought at the moment it was a good idea. Actually, we thought it was the only option we had. In hindsight, I know it was a terrible mistake. Sorry. I'm so confused. I don't understand anything that's going on. Zoe's not missing. You need to start from the beginning. I know, yeah, help me. Sorry, I'm no good at this either. Caleb can do this. Get Caleb in here. No, I messed this up. I need to clear it up. At least get him in, okay? Sorry, would you be willing to join us in a group chat? We'll explain everything, we promise. All right. Everything? Everything, promise, okay? Get me in the group chat. With Caleb. Where the hell Caleb is. Oh, I remember Caleb. I'll go with that one. Hi, hello. So he's joined the group. Caleb is joining. Caleb was already in the group. How's Caleb joining the group when Caleb's already in the group? Harper and Noah and Jocelyn. It's turning into a big group. It's everyone here. Is everyone present? What's your name again? Why don't we all introduce ourselves first? Amelia, look, why don't you all introduce yourselves? Later, unfortunately, we don't have time for that right now. Tongue-tied. So who's going to tell the story? Yeah, I'll do it. I don't get it. Why are we in this group chat? Amelia wanted me to join this group chat because she's having trouble trying to explain the story in the previous group chat with Zoe. But now Caleb's like, who's going to explain the story? And Amelia's like, I'll do it. I can do it. I'm the best at it. Don't know why anybody else thought otherwise. Look, I'm all ears. Just get to it. Just tell me what's going on. Janie says, on my playthrough, the story played out differently. Not sure what I chose that TT didn't, but I knew Amelia was lying about where she was. So when she admits lying about Zoe, I was like, again? So in Janie's playthrough, Amelia admitted about lying about Zoe a long time ago. Interesting. Okay, so it all started about 3 months ago. That's when Zoe first started getting those messages. Really creepy messages. Oh, Zoe's profile picture is different again. Really creepy messages, super creepy. You guys need to mention Redford Hills Online. Oh, right. I actually work for Redford Hills Online. Yeah, I already knew that too. I wonder why she has a different profile picture again. Yeah, we knew Zoe worked for Redford Hills Online. At least I thought we knew. I think Amelia mentioned it before, but not right now. All right, she worked there, but not right now. So basically, you're officially missing. Like you're officially missing. Sorry, can I please continue and get on with it? Johnson said, "Get on with it. Stop pausing." Yeah, Zoe used to work for Redford Hills Online until recently. About 3 months ago, she got a new client in that chat. Zoe, do you want to tell it yourself? No, go ahead. Just get on with it. At first, it started like any normal conversation, but over time, the conversation got longer and more frequent. And even though Zoe had said everything she needed to from her script, the person wanted to keep chatting. They got really personal. Yeah, and after a while, the unknown person started wanting more and more personal conversations. They started grilling her, who she was, what she did in her free time, who her friends were, stuff like that. It was pretty clear they weren't really interested in Redford Hills, but just her. Okay. Zoe tried to deflect or keep the conversation strictly about her job and city, but that wasn't enough for them. And it also seemed like they knew things about her that she didn't, or she hadn't already told them. Personal things, stuff that she did that day, where she was, like they were watching her. It's pretty creepy. Definitely. Oh, why did it do that? It's not supposed to do that. Looks definitely pretty creepy, for sure. It got to be too much. I couldn't take it anymore. I didn't dare leave my house, and I definitely couldn't keep working there. Yeah, so she asked for a break, and because Gerald gave her grief about it, I stepped in and took on her job at Redford Hills Online until she could come back. BFF. Best friends forever. Uh, and we blocked that guy's number. Okay, so what else happened? There was peace for a while. We thought that was the end of it. And then you showed up in the chat. Starting to see where this is going. Okay, what else happened? It was exactly the same as before. It was clear you never intended to travel to Redford Hills. You didn't really want to know anything about the town. Actually, I asked a lot of questions about the town, and I mentioned about how I wanted to visit Redford Hills. I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I wasn't talking like that, but I could have swore I was. Or at least I got to a point where I was like, yeah, I would love to come visit. And then Amelia was like, no, you don't want to come visit here because there's weird things going on. And this isn't a great time to visit because there's just nothing going on in the town. I'm pretty sure that's how that conversation went. And then you started asking me personal questions. I don't remember getting personal with Amelia. I remember Amelia taught. Well, maybe I did, because then Amelia. No, I wasn't asking. See, that's not how the conversation went. Hear me out. Amelia is lying to all of you. That's not what happened. That's not what happened, everybody in chat. Amelia's lying to you. Don't listen to what Amelia's saying. What happened, what actually happened, was that Amelia was talking about Redford Hills. I was getting excited for it. I was like, yes, Redford Hills sounds amazing. I'd love to go. She was sharing pictures. I was like, that sounds great. I saw the pier. I was like, we can go fishing. We can walk around in your spooky ghost town. Like, it sounds amazing. That's how I went about it. And as I was asking more questions about Redford Hills. But then Amelia was like, but it's probably not a good time to come visit because things are weird and people are going missing. That's and I was like, what do you mean people are going missing? Like, that seems weird. Like, why did it all of a sudden transition to people are going missing? I thought we were having a great conversation about how amazing Redford Hills was. That's the conversation I was having. But then Amelia started talking about other things. And so then, because Amelia was talking about other things, that's when I was like, all right, well, I guess I'll engage in that conversation. So then we started talking about Zoe. And then apparently that was me talking about personal things and not about Redford Hills, when all I really wanted to do in the very beginning was talk about Redford Hills, and I didn't even want to talk about those about the Zoe missing. But that was all Amelia. And then Amelia was like, hang on, I'll message you individually. And now you guys are all caught up in the story. TT's getting framed again. Right. I'm always getting framed. The TT's getting framed again, and this time by Amelia. Yeah, I was asking personal questions because you were so distraught since your friend vanished. Yeah, that's why. You're the one that brought up your friend being gone and everything. So, of course, I'm going to engage in the conversation that we're having at that moment. If you bring up your friend going missing, I'm going to be like, oh my God, like, let's find your friend. No, even before that. I was just, I didn't even care about you and your friend Zoe. I was just trying to be nice. So you thought I was the same person. Like, I was just trying to be nice. I don't even care about your issues. Almost as TT, please tell me you aren't the bad guy, like Az is saying. I've never been the bad guy in my entire life, Alma. Do I really sound like the bad guy? Like, I'm definitely the one that's like trying to help find Zoe, but then Amelia, this has just been a whole like charade. They were faking it the entire time, and now they're trying to frame me for it. That's what's happening. It's happening right in front of us. They just admitted that Zoe was never actually missing. And every time, and that's why. That's why Amelia doesn't want to search in the East. That's why Amelia doesn't want to go where I'm telling her to go, because she knows that I'm on the right track. She knows that I'm going to find Zoe if she just listens to me. So she's just fighting me the whole way. She's being combative. She's not doing what I'm asking. And she's just being a jerk. She's being mean. She's being the bad guy. They faked it. A bunch of phonies. That's all they are, a bunch of phonies. Look, I was just trying to be nice. Yeah, I get that now, but at the time, it felt like the whole nightmare was starting all over again. And it was only a year after the stuff with Lily, the Blue Pine story. Was there a stalker back then too? Like it probably was a stalker back then. I asked as I wish they would make a game where we were actually the bad guy for once. Jane says, I think it plays out like she expects you to just ignore her telling you that her friend is missing and be like, oh, so Redford Hills. No matter you do, as she was like, this was me too. Yeah, she just expects me. Amelia expects me to just ignore the fact that like her friend is missing, and I'm not gonna just like engage in that conversation. Right, the accidental bad. I do play the accidental bad guy sometimes. I don't try to be the bad guy, but I accidentally end up being the bad guy. That happens. That happens sometimes. Caleb says you'll need to explain more. Lily Thompson was a very close friend of ours, and she also worked for Redford Hills Online. So basically, I bet Lily, she worked for Redford Hills. She got some weird message. Somebody, yawners, somebody who was acting and asking personal questions. I know Lily probably mentioned about how she had a friend missing, so then the person on the Redford Hills Online site was probably like, "Oh my God, like let me ask you personal questions because you are engaging in a personal story about your personal friend missing." Maybe that's how it happened. Maybe that's how it all started. I don't know. Maybe, just maybe, Amelia, Zoe, Caleb's, and everyone else in this chat is hiding Lily. Maybe Lily's not actually missing. Maybe this is all just another ruse. Maybe Amelia is in on the whole Lily missing thing. And they're getting ready to expose that. They're like, I'm sorry, I need to apologize again. I'm gonna be like, hold your apology. Just tell me that Lily's not missing. And then they're gonna be like, Lily's not actually missing. We made all that up too. I bet that it's gonna happen. They're just out here framing innocent people. Anyway, before she died, she also got creepy messages. We only found out afterward, but do you see? The same thing almost happened 3 times. Always the same approach. always through Redford Hills Online. My approach was not the same approach. Don't lump me into that, Amelia. That we're not the same. Maybe you should shut down the service. Yeah, I get it. Look, maybe you should just shut it down. Shut down Redford Hills Online. It's clearly there are some predators trying to get you guys. You understand us, right? I get that part, yeah. Not everything yet, no. Look, I get it. I'm starting to understand it. I still don't understand why you think it's necessary to frame me, but I get it. I still don't get why Zoe suddenly came back. You keep going. Keep explaining yourself, Amelia. Something had to happen, and so we decided that Zoe should disappear. But in reality, she never disappeared. Jocelyn. And the fun begins. Not helpful, Joe. We came up with a plan. Please try to understand where we were coming from. We thought you were the same person stalking Zoe and now trying with me. And we thought it was the same person from a year ago with Lily. We thought you were the Blue Pine Killer. That's damn rude. Damn rude. They thought I was the bad guy. That's not even slightly true. And we found out that it was all Amelia's fault. Amelia put in the wrong number that she double triple checked, and she put in the wrong number and got me, and then started asking me personal questions. So she jam framed me. This is all Amelia's fault. I'm really sorry. Stop apologizing. Right. I agree with Jocelyn. Stop apologizing. Just tell me what happened. So we thought about what we could do. The police never got anywhere with the Blue Pine Killer case, and I spoke to them too, but no one took action. Sure, we could have blocked you, but then it would just be a matter of time before you came back with a new number. So, as I said, we thought you were the Blue Pine Killer. Whatever. Yeah. Looks like they got a lot of evidence. All their evidence is made up speculation and actually kind of designed by Amelia. Like the evidence they have is Amelia that made it up. We had to do something. We couldn't just sit and do nothing. So we came up with a trap. Like, yeah, it didn't work though. Were you gonna try to get me to go to Redford Hills? Yep. With Lily, she had really run away from home. First, she got these messages from the creep for weeks, and then she ran away from home. I don't think that that was necessarily the reason. We had talked about running away before, and she never told us about any blue pine. We don't know for sure. It could be he influenced her or convinced her to make it easier for him. That's possible too. Anyway, he must have been watching her for a long time, and only struck when she was completely vulnerable and no one knew where she was. Hear me out. I don't understand. So, the idea that Lily was attacked at an opportune time by the Blue Pine Killer, because the Blue Pine Killer was watching her every move and only attacked her when it was the right time. Right? That's what she just said. So their plan, their idea was to essentially put Zoe in this same exact scenario that Lily was in. They said, let's set a trap. Let's make sure that Zoe is just as vulnerable as Lily by pretending to run away. If somebody was stalking Zoe the way that they were stalking Lily, then her running away and being by herself would be yet again the best opportune time to snatch her up. So then they said, now that we have now that we have Zoe who's pretending to be run away, just like Lily ran away, being in that opportune time to be snatched up by somebody who might be watching her, we should also put Amelia in danger by reaching out and talking to who they think is the Blue Pine killer. And what was the plan? What was the trap that you're gonna set up? Maybe Amelia was gonna pretend like she was running away. So now we have Lily, Zoe, and Amelia all well, Lily's not pretending anymore. Lily's gone. But you have Zoe and Amelia pretending like they're running away just to get snatched up by the Blue Pine killer. And then what? Jocelyn starts and Jocelyn comes up with a plan to run away to get snatched up too. Like, I don't understand why they think that this was a good idea. So yeah, they're talking about this trap. With Lily, she had really run away from home. First, she got these messages from the creep weeks, and then she ran away from home. I don't think that was necessarily the reason. She had talked about running away before, and she never told us about any Blue Pine. We don't know for sure. It could be he influenced her or convinced her to make it easier for him. That's possible too. Anyway, we must have been watching. He must have been watching her for a long time and only struck when it was completely vulnerable and no one was there where she was. Yeah. So again, doesn't make any sense. So then what, we put Zoe in the same exact position to get snatched up and then Amelia was going to do the same exact thing? TT, they weren't thinking. Clearly they don't share a brain amongst the whole group. Silly children. This is why they still live at home. They'd never survive on their own. This is why they still live with their parents. They would never survive. They'd come up with silly plans like this. They'd get snatched up instantly. Look, so what's the plan? I mean, I think I just explained the entire plan, but you tell me what the plan. Our plan was to recreate this situation. I knew it. Let's put Zoe in the most vulnerable position to get snatched up. So that way we can figure out who's snatching these people up. Our plan was to recreate this situation and lure the killer, out of hiding. Stupid. That's why we put on this performance. I told you Zoe had run away and was probably helpless and desperate somewhere, trying to figure out what to do next. So maybe, I guess the only other thing is that I can see. So I don't get it. If the Blue Pine killer is out there and Zoe ran away, then the Blue Pine killer is actively watching Zoe and just waiting for the perfect moment. But they're over here thinking that I'm the Blue Pine when I had nothing to do with it. I'm just being a genuinely nice person, like I am always a genuinely nice person, and I'm trying to help them find their friend that they're pretending is missing. That's actually not missing. And then on top of that, let me get this straight. Amelia is going to actual locations that Zoe was at. If Zoe didn't want me to know, or if Amelia didn't want me to know where Zoe was, why was she going to locations and showing me pictures of, I think Zoe was here. Here's a chocolate wrapper. Here's a candy bar wrapper that Zoe loves. And this is her favorite candy. So this had to have been Zoe. Why would she find Zoe's jacket with blood on it and be like, look what I found, TT. I found Zoe's jacket. She must have been here. She must be hurt. There's blood on the jacket. Like, or was that just her way of trying to lure us out because we think that Zoe is now, like, vulnerable? I don't know. Doesn't make sense to me. Look, Amelia, you're insane. Your whole group is insane. This whole situation is insane. And why would the real killer fall for that? Yeah, exactly. The real killer is clearly way smarter than anyone in this group. At that point, it sounded like a good plan to us. We were sure of ourselves, so we set up the fake lead with the pier. Remember how I emphasized how desperate the how deserted the pier was? That was basically an invitation for the Blue Pine to go there and find Zoe when I was gone. And remember how I supposedly broke the door to Tropic Hills? We wanted to make it clear how easy it would be to get into Zoe's supposed hideouts. And if the killer wasn't after Zoe, I would still be there as bait, helpless, desperate, and alone. They're just actively putting themselves in danger to be snatched up by the Blue Pine Killer and to never be seen of or heard of again, just like Lily. Silly, silly girls. Silly girls. That was a really devious plan. They did crazy, absolutely crazy. That's the title. That's the title of the new story of the new video. Just crazy people doing crazy things. In reality, Zoe never hid in Tropic Hills, and I wasn't alone at the pier. We were all there lying in wait to see if someone would show up. We monitored the area all night together. You guys are completely nuts. What an insane... You guys are crazy. The Scooby-Doo gang right now. That's all they are, the damn Scooby-Doo gang. We planned everything meticulously. Safety was, of course, our top priority. Yeah, sounds like it. Great plan. Playing bait for a dangerous killer. Yeah. Safety top priority. Playing bait for a dangerous killer. That's the safety measures. 100%. And why do they need all this chat to tell you that they made it up? Well, I keep asking for more information from them because I'm just here to criticize them. None of us were ever alone. Even in pairs, you're not safe from a serial killer. Still, that's absolutely insane. Yeah, look. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Look, even in pairs, you're not safe. Not from a dangerous Blue Pine killer like that. We could have defended ourselves. Doubt it. Highly doubt it. We procured all the legal protective measures. You procured all the legal protective measures. What legal protective measures is that, Caleb? So you think you could stop somebody with pepper spray? Which you could. You could potentially could. I'm curious, what legal protective measures? Or maybe that's what they were getting from Pete. Maybe Pete was supplying them with their quote unquote legal protective defensive measures. Harper. I remember Harper. The black and white photo again. Awesome. Awesome photo. Love the black and white. Like even that. So good. But we have a lot of black and white photos, so we're gonna go something a little bit more brighter for Harper. Not just pepper spray. Cap, shut up. Did you have a gun or something? No, Cap. Go on. Yeah, continue, Cab. I love how we just started using the nickname. No, Cab. Go on. Continue with what you were saying. I'd love to hear about it. I bet that's what was happening though. They were getting their weapons from Pete, and that's why Amelia was like, "No, Pete is okay. Like they're like Pete has nothing to do with it." And but that's why Amelia was defending Pete so much, because I was so headstrong about Pete being the potential suspect that Amelia was like, "No, it has nothing to do with Pete." Because Amelia made it all up. The group made it all up. They did, Zoe wasn't actually missing. And then on top of that, we haven't talked to Unknown in a long time. If Unknown has such in-depth technology to be able to see all these messages, why didn't Unknown know about this devious plan that the group was setting up? Unknown would have had to have known that Zoe was not actually missing and that everyone in this group was in on it. Hey, Cab. Oh, so like Noah had a baseball bat. I'm a pretty good pitcher. I also play on the school team. You guys are unbelievable, of course. Oh, how did we just all of a sudden switch up? Yeah, so no, okay, so that was weird. We didn't get the follow up message. We had to go out and go back in. But basically, we said no, Cab, go on, and then Noah says we had a baseball bat too. So they had pepper spray and baseball bat. I'm a pretty good pitcher. I also play on the school team. Wow, you guys are unbelievable. Anyway, that's our plan. Sorry we wrongly suspected you. We now know you had nothing to do with it. I'm speechless. I have to say, respect for the plan. No, no, I'm speechless. I'm not respecting that silly Scooby Doo plan. We're truly sorry. And why did you change the story the next day? It's okay. You guys provided good entertainment. Look, why did you guys change the story the next day? That was Cab's idea. Not just mine. We thought it over together. So we thought the pier might be too risky for the killer's perspective, since even though it's deserted, it's quite close to the town. To really lure the killer, we thought we needed a more secluded area where we would feel like he had an even easier target. And that's how we came up with the idea of the old boathouse, far from Redford Hills and in the middle of the woods. All right, I get it. As much as I think it's a silly plan, I understand. And Caleb also had the idea to add the part about the bus schedule, which actually is true. The bus schedule was recently changed. This was to reinforce that Zoe really had to be still in the Redford Hills area. Basically, it was just an extension of the pier idea. We just noticed a few gaps in the story that we needed to fill. Yes, and the bloodstained jacket was also supposed to serve as proof that Zoe was there and that she might be injured, helpless, and desperate. It's diabolical. But if I were the killer, I would know it's fake because I didn't do anything. No, we never said the injury was from an abduction. She could have just tripped and hurt herself. It just made her more vulnerable. We really thought over the details for a long time. If I didn't know better, I'd say you guys are the blue. Maybe it was this group that had something to do with Lily's disappearance. They really thought about the details for a long time, just not whether you suspected the right person, right? That's all. You just didn't think about who you were suspecting. You just didn't think about that the person that you had sussed on was actually completely innocent. Somehow everything just pointed to you being that person. We tried to really put ourselves in the guy's shoes. That was our only chance. The plan just had to work. And you guys were so wrong. So wrong. You should have thought more about whether you had the right suspect. Could have worked. You should have thought more about whether you had the right suspect. 100%. Everything just fit. We were so sure. It did not fit. I am not suspicious. And yet you were wrong. I say I'm not suspicious, but then I see my profile picture that I'm using. I'm not the blue bind killer. I swear it wasn't me. Yes, and we can only sincerely apologize for it. We hope you don't hold the stress against us. I'm holding all the stress against you. I'm holding the entirety of the stress against every single one of you, especially Amelia. What stress? I don't have any. It was really insane. It was a really insane move. But we hoped you could understand why we had to act and do something, and that it wasn't personal at all. It made it very personal. It sounded and felt very personal, but purely based on the circumstances because we suspected you might be the Blue Pine Killer. Yeah, I've heard that so many times already. What you did was a crime. Yeah, you crime people. What you did was a crime. I don't know. It's called fabricating a crime. I don't know if that's an actual crime or not. I'm just saying it because I'm upset with the group. I'm speaking out of frustration. I'm speaking out of emotions right now. I'm just hurt. I'm hurt that they thought this of me. We really didn't intend to harm anyone. It doesn't matter what you intended. Look, it doesn't matter what you intended, Amelia. The circumstances that arose because Amelia got the number wrong. Right. It's all Amelia's fault. What are you going to do now? Do you think it's necessary to report us? No idea. I don't know yet. Doesn't the whole town already know about your stunt? I'm probably not going to report it. But maybe I should. Ooh. If we get them all locked up in jail, they'll be safe from the Blue Pine Killer. Like the Blue Pine Killer's not gonna get them, not gonna abduct them from jail. They'd be safe if they were locked up behind bars. Zoe and Zoe and Amelia wouldn't have to worry about being kidnapped if they were locked up in jail. Isn't a big search operation supposed to start? That's right. They're getting ready to use up so many valuable resources to have this like canvassing of the West Forest for no reason, for nothing. Do they not feel guilty about that at all? That they got this entire town to do this canvassing of the forest, wasting their time, wasting their resources for for a fake missing person, for somebody that's not actively missing. You got this whole search going on. They half-assed said sorry to you. Do you really think that they're sorry? Probably. Or care? No, like I agree. I agree. They probably don't really care at all. They're very selfish. They're very childish, it seems. That only came up yesterday, actually. Zoe was hiding in a safe place. No one saw her during the time, and she would now say that she ran away, and she would basically tell the whole story as we initially told you. So they're just gonna admit that they fabricated this entire story. They're gonna admit that they made it all up. They're gonna admit that Zoe ran away for what? Nothing. Basically, they're gonna admit that this is all fake. Oh, so many. The whole town is gonna be so mad. You know what? The whole town might end up turning into a Blue Pine Killer. They might delete every single person in this group because of the stunt that they pulled. I think the safest spot for this group is jail. They keep them away from the rest of the town, just to ripping them to pieces for this fake missing person, this fake missing Zoe. No one would need to know it was fake. Oh, everyone's gonna know it was fake. I'm telling Sophia, the podcaster. I'm telling as many people in the town as I possibly can. Everyone's gonna know that this was fake. 100%. Can you really keep that a secret? Has anyone thought about her poor and her poor parents who think she's missing? What about her parents? Zoe's gonna be like, they'll be okay. They'll just be so happy that I'm safe that it won't matter. Oh, so selfish. I know at first She told her parents she was staying over at my place. We only had to change our story yesterday. That was just something we had to accept. Added ruthless. Ruthless. The emotions that they are putting Zoe's parents through right now. Thinking that Zoe's missing, potentially like eliminated from life. We really had no choice, no other choice. You did though, Amelia. You had a million other choices, but okay, it's mostly up to you. Now it's up to me. Now it's up to me. You're putting this all on me. Excuse me? No one else knows about this. If you support us, no one ever has to find out. Yeah, you can count on me not. Like, I'll think about it. That's only because that's the other option. If there was an option there that says, no, hell, I'm telling everybody, I would have picked that one. I'm going to start being the drama now. Thanks. Maybe we could just pretend nothing happened? No, Amelia, you can't. You can't do that. You can't you can't frame me as the suspect and make it seem like I'm the bad guy and then just be like, "Can we just pretend nothing happened?" No. Absolutely not. I'm petty. But the killer is still out there. That's it. Nothing happened. The end. Yeah, that's it. Just nothing happened. The end. We're not quite done yet. No, the killer's definitely still out there. I think you need to tell who originally wrote the messages. Okay, so, phew, it's so much to explain. Yeah, try harder. Just make it simple. Try harder. Almost says TT isn't going to let this go, and I don't blame him. Yeah, absolutely not. Definitely not letting it go. He should be here himself. He owes us, or we owe all this trouble to him. Are you talking about me? Are you talking about the blue pine? Maybe the blue pine. We owe all this trouble to him. Without his stupid stunt, we wouldn't have this mess. I'll bring him into the group. Wait here a sec. I don't want to talk to him. You don't have to. Oh, it's going to be unknown. I bet it's unknown. I'm confused all over again. Zoe just says I don't want to talk to him again. You'll see in a moment. Let's take a short break, okay? Okay. But not for long. Not for too long. We're jumping right back into it. Jocelyn. Just for the record, I was against this from the start. Jocelyn didn't like this at all. Really? Were you really? Oh, yes, really. I'm the sensible one in the group. Jocelyn is just throwing everybody under the bus. The sensible one. The sensible one's throwing everyone else under the bus. And yet you went along with it. I thought that was Caleb. Look, apparently you went along with it, though. Peer pressure, I guess. Not a great excuse. Makes it even worse. Look, it's not a great excuse. But it was fun too. Oh, see, okay, that's sensible. The sensible one of the group says that making up a fake crime and pretending and then suspecting an innocent person as the Blue Pine killer is fun. It was fun. The sensible one of the group says it was fun. What a jerk. If she was sensible, she would have told me from the beginning. Exactly. I have to say, you don't seem so bad. Thanks. I'm not sure about you yet, Jocelyn. If you plan to hang out with people from Redford Hills more often, better get used to it. This is the kind of stuff we get up to here. That sounds terrible. There's no way I'm visiting Redford Hills now. I'm gonna go visit there, and they're gonna accuse me of all kinds of stuff I didn't do. They're gonna be framing me for all kinds. They're gonna get me arrested for something that they made up. Amelia's gonna go missing, and they're gonna be like, it was TT. TT did it. And then Amelia's gonna pop up and they're gonna be like, just kidding. It was just a joke. I'm the sensible one in the group. Yeah, perfect. Can't wait. Look, I've noticed that. The town is great. I love it. Always up for something crazy. No, this town is filled with a bunch of lunatics. Crazy's one way of putting it. A bunch of crazy people in this town. Says this is absolutely ridiculous. Sorry, but it was fun. Really? Fun? Crazy is right. Crazy is the unofficial motto of the town. No, not really. Actually, there's another unofficial motto. I don't care. It's definitely crazy. It's written below the sign at the town entrance. Someone put it there and no one has bothered to remove it since. But I'm glad we could give you a good show. Kind of disappointed if the show was over now. I still have questions. Yeah, like who is unknown? But no, I mean, I don't want the show to be over yet. There's still the Blue Pine is still out there. Unknown is still out there doing weird things. Like there's still so many things that we have to figure out. It's not over. It's not over yet. Yeah, no, sorry. I don't have the patience for that. The others will be back soon anyways. Jocelyn has gone on. Jocelyn sounds super sensible. That the most sensible one of the group. You framed me. You were part of something to frame somebody, an innocent person of a crime, a horrific, horrific crime. And then you had the nerve to say it was fun. And then when I say I still have questions about all this, you say, nope, I don't have the patience for it. Yeah, you're the sensible one, all right. Amelia. Okay. Is everyone back? Still waiting for a good explanation. Wasn't gone. I actually never left. Never left, Amelia. They need to get rid of their travel website. Who the heck would want to visit this place? You'll get framed for murder. Right! Exactly. Jeez. Okay. So there's one important detail I need to explain first, so this all makes sense to you. You didn't want to, give me that detail in the very beginning. That way it all made sense. If it was so important, you didn't want to give it to me first. Now you want to give it to me last, but you want to say it's first. You're probably wondering why we gave up our game right now. Because you realized you typed the wrong number. Because you realized you screwed up, Amelia. Well, true. Why now? Because you realized you typed the wrong number. Yeah, because you realized you screwed up. I already know why. No, I only double checked the number after you insisted you accidentally ended up at Redford Hills Online. Something else happened this morning, which is why I reached out to you again. See, I don't know if I believe them. They've done nothing but lie to me this entire time, and now they're saying like, "Hey, this is the truth." Like now we trust you, so we're gonna tell you the truth. No, no, it doesn't work that like that, Amelia. I don't trust anything that you're gonna say. You're probably the Blue Pine. This whole group is probably Blue Pine. You know what? They got into some, Amelia talked about how petty the group was, right? Early on. Maybe what happened, Lily upset somebody in the group. And they said, you know what, Lily? We don't like you anymore. We have to take care of you, and we're going to eliminate you. We're going to make it seem like you went missing. We're going to fake you going missing, because we know how to do that. We did it again with Zoe. So we're going to fake like Lily's gone missing, but we're actually going to take her out, and then we're going to blame it on a Blue Pine killer. We're going to make up the murderer. But it's actually us, but we're just making it all up. They're all the Blue Pine. Every single one of them. They took out Lily. They were doing something illegal. Lily was like, I can't handle this anymore. Lily was probably the sensible one in the group and was like, I'm gonna go to the police. And they said, "Nuh-uh, not today. You're not. Not ever. Actually, you're gonna go missing. We're gonna blame it on the Blue Pine killer, and then we're gonna try to frame somebody years later. You know." We're gonna wait for the perfect opportunity to frame somebody who reaches out to us on Redford Hills online. Actually, you know what I'm gonna actually do, says Amelia? I'm actually gonna just type in some random number and we'll just frame that person. And that random number was tongue-tied. Can't trust any of them. Can't trust any of them. So when I messaged you earlier, we already knew you weren't the killer. No, you didn't. Congratulations. And we knew you didn't send those messages to Zoe. You know, the creepy ones that made us think Blue Pine might be back. Yeah, I got it. Messages. Look, the messages I didn't write. Exactly. She really do be demented. Like dementia. Yeah. Dementula. Dementialated. She really do be dementialated. The asses, they're gaslighting me now. I think they are. And I think they know it. I think they're absolutely doing it on purpose, and I think they know it, and they're just screwing with me now. I really do. Some sick fun that they're having. You know, because they like to have fun by doing weird things like create missing people, being the Blue Pine. It's all Amelia plus dementia is dementialia. Dementialia. We knew because we'd already found out who actually wrote them. Tyler's been. Oh, Tyler? Did Tyler write them? This is Tyler, my younger brother. You know him because you've already chatted with him. But he probably didn't tell you his real name. Oh, it's unknown. Hey, what's up, buddy? Tyler. Damn it. Tyler is unknown. Is he the creep? Tyler's unknown. Yep. Leave me alone. No, Tyler, you don't get to be left alone. You damn unknown. Tyler's left the group. Tyler has declined the group invitation. Let him be. What a coward. This whole town is screwed up. It was Amelia's younger brother the entire time pretending to be unknown. Oh my goodness. And the thing is like unknown looks older than Amelia. Explanation, please. He was so chatty before. I guess now we know who unknown was. Tyler. He was so chatty before. My little brother Tyler, an absolute idiot, has been texting you anonymously. You know, it probably just runs in the family, Amelia. I do get weird messages. He's the hacker. If he threatened you or did something like that, I can only profoundly apologize on his behalf. I've gotten like 30 different apologies. I don't even know how to accept apologies anymore. I've been told sorry so many times in the last hour. And what has it been? An hour and a half? I don't even understand. I don't even know how to respond to being told sorry anymore. It's like whatever. Tyler probably is Blue Pine. He has no idea what kind of trouble he can cause with stuff like that, but trust me, he'll be held accountable for it. I can handle who I talk to, thanks. How did he even get my number? He probably hacked into Amelia's stuff and found it. I don't know. I'm afraid that's my fault. So yet again, another another Amelia blunder. Classic Amelia. Classic Amelia. Just screwing up all over the place. Just the old, just pulling the old Amelia. That's what they call it around Redford Hills. Just pulling an Amelia. I left my room for a moment to use the bathroom, and while Redford Hills Online was open, he snuck in and copied some contacts to prank them. Well, it looks like I stumbled into something quite by accident twice over. Redford Hills Online clearly has some serious security issues. Yeah, just accidentally got added to things twice over. Everything's just an accident, and everyone's just so sorry for it. They should be held accountable. The entire town, the whole town should be held accountable. Can I ask what he wrote to you? Just a bunch of lame phrases. He quoted Edgar Allan Poe. Nerd. although I, although although I do enjoy reading Edgar Allan Poe, but I'm not a nerd. No, I might be. I don't know. Yeah, it definitely sounds like him. I hope you didn't take it too seriously. No, not really. But he also gave me access. Yeah, he's the one that gave me access to other people's chats. Yeah, I know. The one from Pete, right? He had already admitted that. A very dumb move. I still don't know how he learned to do that. So it was all just a stupid prank. So not only did I have Tyler trying to prank me, I had Amelia trying to frame me, and I had this entire group trying to lure me out to get beat up on by being pepper sprayed and baseball batted. Like that was that was the whole goal. Their entire goal was just to absolutely beat the hell out of me with a baseball bat. Like they admitted it. They admitted it. They were like, "We got pepper spray and baseball bat. We were gonna lure you out. We were gonna lure the bad guy out, and that's what we were gonna use." They were trying to lure me out using Amelia and Zoe as bait, so that way they could pepper spray me and then beat me with a baseball bat like Negan. Like they were gonna probably try to bash my head in, like Negan did to Glenn and Abraham. Oh, poor Glenn and Abraham. Azrael, thank you so much for being such an awesome member for so long. Over 2 years, 27 months. That's crazy. Az says, I feel bad for sussing you, TT. These people are nuts. Yeah, they're insane. They are crazy. What a bunch of lunatics in Redford Hills. Oh, so where are we at? So he had already admitted it, a dumb move. I still don't know how he learned how to do all that. Dark web, maybe. I don't know. So what? It was just a stupid prank. I'm getting pranked. I'm getting lured out to be beat up. Like, crazy. From his perspective, it was more than just a stupid prank. That's not a prank anymore. I was totally freaked out. But you understand, there were just so many dumb coincidences. And then you suddenly told me about some mysterious stranger messaging you, and we naturally took that as some kind of strategy on your part. Like you were just trying to gain our trust and shift suspicion to someone else. And you know what? Okay, look, hear me out. Hear me out. That may have been partially my fault because I was trying to not divulge the information of unknown. Like I didn't want to say, "Hey, I'm being talked to by unknown." And this is what's being said because unknown was giving me access to people's phones, and I was enjoying the power that unknown was providing me. And I didn't want unknown taking that away. I probably could have shared that information a long time ago. And maybe Amelia would have trusted me then. Because then she would have been like, oh, that's just Tyler, my stupid little brother. I swear that's really what happened. So you've just been mistrusting me the entire. Yeah, you just been not believe. So hear me out. Yet again, hear me out. I have a group of people who are doing nothing but lying to me. Yet when I'm telling them 100% truth, they're like, "No, you're a liar." they they think I'm the one that's lying. They have no trust in me, yet they're the ones that's lying the entire time and making up this whole charade, this whole fake missing persons thing. And yet I'm the one that can't be trusted. I'm gonna say you've been mistrusting me the entire time. But I'm like, well, I thought you were the killer. Like, oh my goodness. Yet again, truly sorry. I don't even know how to respond to that anymore. It really wasn't anything personal. It sounds very personal. It sounds very personal. They were gonna lure me out to pepper spray me and hit me with a baseball bat. It's pretty personal. Pretty freaking personal. Oh my goodness. You acted absolutely commendably the entire time. Yeah, because I'm an honest person. I'm a law-abiding, honest person. I am just an innocent person, Amelia. Of course I'm acting commendably. And is that what? Me acting like a normal human being so suspicious to you crazy people out in Redford Hills that you just can't fathom the fact that somebody's normal because you guys are out here creating missing people out of just fake crimes? I bet Lily's still around. I bet, I think they found the body, but I bet it wasn't even Lily's body. They might have identified it, but I don't even think it was Lily's body. I bet Lily's still out there. I bet Lily's still hiding in the boathouse. That they're like, look, I know it's been a year, just a little bit longer. We just got to fake your death for a little bit longer. So much that it would be hard to expect as much from anyone contacting customer support because their friend went missing. Nice of you to acknowledge that. Look, it's okay. Whatever. It's nice that you acknowledge the fact that I'm commendable. Even though I can't undo what happened. Jocelyn, tell her to stop apologizing. I'm not talking to Jocelyn either. She's just as crazy as all the rest. And then there was this whole thing with Pete and the sawmill. That was your brother too. Yeah, that's not fully resolved yet. Look, that's not fully resolved yet. There's still something weird going on with Pete the sawmill. He showed us the chats he had dragged you into. Apparently, he can eavesdrop on almost everyone in town if he wants to. He does this for fun, regularly. Why can he do that? Because he's a hacker. Yeah, I know, but he told me that. He told me he does that all the time. Poor TT, they really had it out. They did, Alma. They did. They did have it out for me, and I was being commendable. I was being honest. I was being good, and I was just trying to help them from the bottom of my heart. All I wanted to do was help them find the missing person, and all they did was fake it the entire time. It breaks my heart. Like it says, Almond as sussed you. Don't forget that. Lyco with Almond as straight under the bus. That's right. Alma and Az sussed me as well. You guys are no better than the group. You're no better than Amelia and Harper and Jocelyn and Tyler. You're no better. You guys sussed me as the bad guy too. Oh, you took it back, Alma? Are you going to apologize like Amelia? You're going to apologize 18,000 times? Az says, don't make me take it back. You can take it back if you want, Az. It doesn't change anything. It doesn't change the fact that you would have been right there with the pepper spray in your hand, and Alma would have had the bat in their hand, and you would have beat me down. But don't worry. You guys are sorry. That's right. Everybody in chat who suspected me, you're no better than the Redford Hills gang. The Redfir gang. You're no better. You would have been there with the pepper spray and the baseball bats too. Almost says this is what I get for trying to be nice to him. You know what? You shouldn't have suspected me as I was completely innocent. I was just trying to help. I was trying to be a good TT. I was trying to be a good little innocent TT, and you guys were arming yourselves with pepper spray and baseball bats, courtesy of Pete. Oh, what are we talking about now? But when we stumbled upon something suspicious, Pete, he showed it to you, making you think it was a clue, just because he wasn't satisfied yet. He just wanted to cause more chaos. Yeah, he did mention chaos. That's true. And you thought I just wanted to frame Pete. Yeah, you thought I just wanted to frame Pete, but I was given information that I thought Pete was a suspicious person. Naturally, I thought you were trying to divert suspicion again, because I'm the one that's not being honest, right? It's not the entire group that's being a bunch of deceitful people. It's because I was the one not being honest. Right, exactly. So to divert the suspicion again and frame Pete, who we all really know well, that only made you look twice more suspicious to us. See, you guys suck. Redfir gang. Whatever. Maria, how you doing, Maria? Welcome in. Great to have you here. How are you guys enjoying Redford Hills so far? If you're enjoying it, hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that like button. If you guys want to see more live streams, hit the like button. You know, I also stream over on Twitch. I don't only stream on YouTube. I do stream on YouTube a lot, but I do stream on Twitch as well. So definitely, give me a follow over on Twitch and come hang out. You know, we do be streaming on Twitch. We were streaming last night some of the Outlast trials. I don't know if you guys enjoy your scary games as much as I do, because I don't get scared. I've never been scared a day in my life ever since I've been alive. So I play those scary games like it's nobody's business. But we were playing some Outlast trials last night, and we got this awesome achievement in escalation therapy. So if you guys want to, give me a little bit of a follow over there on Twitch, I would greatly appreciate it. But I'm happy that you guys are also tuning in over on YouTube as well. It's great to have you all here. Maria says, thanks, I'm good. How about you, my favorite dude? Oh, Maria, let me tell you, I've never had a bad day in my life ever since I've been alive. Thanks for asking. Even if Az and Alma had pepper spray and baseball bats and they were trying to lure me out to Negan me, I still never had a bad day in my life. Even though Az and Alma were suspicious of me the entire time, and I was completely innocent. Super innocent. And when it came to the sawmill, we thought you were trying to lure me to a remote location at night. Okay, so hear me out. Their whole plan was to use Amelia or Zoe as bait to lure me out so that way they can beat me down. But and also they were making themselves seem vulnerable, right? They were making themselves seem vulnerable so that way I would go out there. But then when I come up with a plan to try to, I wasn't even luring them to an unsafe place. Like, I wasn't luring them at all, but that's what they thought. They thought I was luring them to the sawmill. That's what they thought. But, like, if their plan was to lure me out, why wouldn't they just take the plan for me, or the quote unquote suspect, to lure them out? You know, like, why wouldn't they just go along with the plan and set up the trap themselves at the sawmill, and then they would be able to do all kinds of stuff. They'd be able to set up the trap. Aliana Hill, welcome to the stream. It's great to have you here. This is OMG. Hi, Aliana. Welcome in. But anyway, so they thought I was gonna lure them to the sawmill, but like they could have easily just set up a trap. No, it doesn't make sense. But that's why they refused to go to follow that lead. 100%. I mean, that was exactly what we were expecting. That's why we dangled the carrot in front of you. First, I was alone at the pier. Then, I was alone at the boathouse. But we thought neither of those worked for you, so you brought up a sawmill. But we had to draw the line there. The place was too maze-like. We couldn't have managed to control it. So it was okay for them to try to lure me out everywhere. But then when I come up with an actual legit clue, a piece of evidence to help them find their fake missing friend that they created out of thin air, no, that's not good enough. But we had to draw the line there. Yeah, I get it. So that's why you started acting strangely at some point. Yeah, they did start acting strange. What game are we playing? This is called the Redford Hills. It's a detective story-based game, just like you would find Duskwood, just like any kind of reality games game. The Healing, The Sign, Argus, Orphans. It's just like that, but it's different. Obviously, it's different. And what's cool about it, Maria, is that there is no paywall for premium content. There's no they don't force you to pay for diamonds to proceed later on in the game. Like, they don't force you to pay for diamonds to get premium chat options that then just disappear and they're not even in a media folder for you in the game, like Moonveil. Like, like when you pay legit real money for premium content and then it just disappears, that you don't even have it anymore in Moonveil. That they don't do that in Redford Hills. Everything in Redford Hills is just straightforward. This is a story. There's no secret, hidden, premium stuff behind anything that needs to be paid for or anything like that. The only thing is that there are areas in the game where it does cause a pause in the story. So it pauses for 20, 30, maybe 60 minutes, I think at most. It pauses the story in that game. But then when you come back to the game, you're able to then continue the story without paying a single cent for anything. There are, however, ways that you can support the developer of Redford Hills by buying Jackos. You can also buy the themes, the theme layout. So I have all the themes, which I've been cycling through every video. But you can support the developers by purchasing the theme layout, as well as purchasing Jackos, and that helps the developer advance in their creation of the story. It also helps them with just their motivation to bring out new content and develop the story going forward. So there are ways that you can help the developer, but you don't have to spend a single cent, and you get every single bit of story. Nothing is hidden. There's no premium media that's hidden behind anything that's technically paid for. As far as the gameplay goes, like I said, you can pay for themes, profile pictures, backgrounds, but that has nothing to do with the actual story or the gameplay of the game. You can still access everything in the game as far as its storyline. Like there's no hidden premium content other than just like your backgrounds, your profile pictures, whatever. So it's awesome. It's available on Android. It's available on iOS. So definitely check it out. I've been covering it on my channel. You can check out my videos if you want to just kind of like give yourself another bit of motivation to download it. But I mean, what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose to downloading a free game that doesn't cost you a single cent? And it's been a good story. Unfortunately for you, because you're joining in on this live stream, you're starting to see some spoilers if you haven't already played it. But we're having fun with it. It's all good. Tarface, welcome in. Great to have you here. Tarface says, "Hey TT and everyone, welcome. It's great to have you." How's Tarface doing? All right. So the fact you seemed to be targeting Pete just struck too close to home. I just couldn't handle that well, all because of my idiotic brother. He has no clue what he's causing with it. Well, nothing really happened. If it had been someone else, things could have turned out badly. Like, look, nothing happened. Nothing ended up happening except Pete's probably still doing his illegal things. Yeah, well, especially since the thing with Zoe wasn't true either. Let's just go back on that, especially the fact that like Zoe missing was fake, Amelia, 100% fake. So, what I wanted to say is that you're sorry. Are you just gonna apologize again, Amelia? And if you had made up the story about Zoe, I wouldn't have taken him seriously at all. Also true. If you didn't make up this story, yeah, if you didn't make it all up, I wouldn't have taken him seriously at all. I think you don't quite get it. It was a hugely tasteless prank, of course. What do you mean? There's more? What do you mean there's more? As his TT is good at selling this game. Like I said, even after getting bullied. I think like I was talking about me getting bullied in the game as not by like you or Alma. Obviously I'm obviously you me and Alma are just going back and forth with each other all in fun. But I think like I was talking about getting bullied in the game by Amelia and Zoe as they are all being such a bunch of phonies. Yeah, the game characters. Psh, psh, the game characters. As it's not all about you. As you're not the one that's the only bully. As it's not you're not the only bully of TT. As it's not all about as. Almost says TT knows deep down in his heart that we all love him. Of course I do. But it's not even deep down in my heart. I know that with all of my heart that you guys love me. It's just, every time that you guys break my heart, I have to put the pieces back together and it never forms completely the same. Like when you break a cup and you go to put the pieces of the cup back together, you still see the cracks in the cup. That's what my heart is like. That's what you guys do to my heart. You shatter it. I put the pieces back together, but it's never the same. So Tyler also sent those original messages to Zoe. He started everything. Oh, so maybe Tyler's the blue pine. Or maybe Tyler's just pretending to be the blue pine. Leica says, I've never shattered your broke your heart. Courtney! How's Courtney doing? He definitely has a contagious laugh. Aw, that's so nice of you, Courtney. So, for those of you who don't know, Courtney there, that is one of our love interests. Well, I don't know if it's actually a love interest, but somebody from Love Radar from Argus. One of my favorites, probably my favorite from Love Radar and Argus is Courtney. but also probably because me and Courtney have talked a little bit outside of the game, just like through like little DMs, and Courtney just seems like a genuinely nice person. So not only do I know Courtney in the game as Cleo, and also like liking her character in the game, but she's just a genuinely nice person. So I don't know. I kind of incorporated that into the Cleo part of it, and it's nice. But very nice person. But for those of you who don't know, Courtney is Cleo in Argus, and Courtney is in chat right now. Have fun with that. I don't know how you can have fun with it, but do it. Have fun with it. And everybody already knows that Az plays Sussy Franca in Argus as well. Yeah, but it's great to have you here, Courtney. How you doing? How is Courtney doing? Franca is sus cello. You spelled is wrong. So it was all just a prank by your brother from the start. Yeah, it was all Tyler. Tyler's Blue Pine Killer. 100%. Courtney says, I'm doing great. How are you? Courtney, never had a bad day in my life. Thanks for asking. As much as you sussed me in this game, I get to suss you as much as I want now too. Franca is sus. Franca, look, I still like we haven't seen much of Franca recently, but I still the one video that we saw of Franca was all hearsay, was all just opinion based. That to me is sus. That is super sus. So it was all just a prank by her brother from the start. If he hadn't started sending Zoe those messages weeks ago, we would have we wouldn't have thought the Blue Pine Killer was back. We probably wouldn't have believed there was even a Blue Pine Killer because what happened to Lily wasn't very clear. And then we wouldn't have suspected you when you showed up. You mean when you brought me in, Amelia? Not when I showed up. When Amelia dragged me in, kicking and screaming. That's when. Not when I showed up. Not when I showed. When you forced me to be a suspect. When you forced me to be, the bad guy. That's when. Right. Got it, Amelia. And then all of this wouldn't have happened. Mm-hmm. So from start to finish, it was all just a sham. Yeah, we already figured that out. Why does your brother do stuff like this? Because he's a child, probably. I don't know. But from start to finish, just a giant sham. Just a giant fake. Thanks to his stupid hacking tools, he knew so much about Zoe back then. Because he hacked our chats. Can you believe that? I witnessed it, so yeah. and Amelia was recently just talking about how Redford Hills has such good security, but yet little brother Tyler just hacking all the way through it, just all up inside Redford Hills online. From his own sister. I'm so damn mad at him. How did you catch him? So yeah, so what happens to him now? Can we throw him in jail? I mean, he's a child, but whatever. I don't know. After all, he did turn himself. Oh, so he did turn himself in, but he's still at home, I think. He also stopped texting me. Or really, yeah. What happened when he turned himself in? Like, who did he turn himself into? He just turned himself into you, or did he go to the police? Well, he didn't initially report Zoe as missing. She stayed out of sight as much as possible. He told her parents that she was staying at my place, but later he thought you might actually be from Redford Hills. So we thought the perpetrator might be from Redford Hills, and that we might not fall for our, or that he might not fall for our trap without official reports of Zoe's disappearance. Okay. So we had to make it official. We went to the police and reported it. That's why yesterday they planned today's search. We've already cleared everything up, right? No, I think they're still searching. I think they're still planning on doing that search. Yes, first thing, but the search is what made Tyler confess his games. It got too hot for him. He got scared. Interesting. At least he had a bit of sense. So the search was actually, well, yeah, we knew the search was actually planned. We reported it officially yesterday. It was only spread by this morning. Since then, everyone thought Zoe was gone. At the very last moment, he called off his shit show. Otherwise, the whole town would have been looking for Zoe today. Your brother's actions were stupid, but your plan wasn't brilliant either. Also true. I don't even want to imagine what her parents are going through. Also true. Zoe's parents were probably going insane. Like, could you imagine, like, your kid is missing, you're thinking the worst, and then you find out that it was all fake. It was all planned. Oh, I'd be so mad. I don't have kids, but I'd be so mad. Brother's actions were stupid, but your plan wasn't brilliant either. I know. So again, the sorry from Amelia. Again, the sorry from Amelia. What a farce. So many sorries from Amelia. I'm so, yet again, I am so incredibly sorry we dragged you into this. If I hadn't typed that number wrong, and if you hadn't acted so, I was not acting strange. I was acting like a normal, genuine, nice person with complete intent on helping you find your fake lost friend. That's not acting strange. Because you couldn't have known what was going on. You weren't an ordinary customer, and everything must have seemed bizarre to you. Yeah, it was bizarre. Indeed. Indeed. We really didn't mean any harm. You gonna apologize again? It was still mega dumb, Amelia. Yeah, pretty sure. It was just a bunch of super dumb coincidences. No, it was just a bunch of stupid dumb people in Redford Hills. It's just a bunch of stupid dumb children in Redford Hills. We wouldn't think of all those things that could align. At least it was entertaining. I'm kind of look. At least it was entertaining. I mean, you guys thought it was entertaining, right? I thought. I mean, it was. It is entertaining. Zoe with the LOL. It wasn't quite as entertaining for us. No, for us it wasn't fun at all. But if you could see the humor in it, I'd be relieved. I was really worried he'd be extremely pissed. Rightfully so. I kind of am. I need to process this, I guess. I am. I kind of am. I'm still really upset, Amelia. You were planning to Negan me. Like, that, I can't see me being happy about it. Understandable. Hey, I need to interrupt for a second. Can I go now? Can I interrupt this conversation for a second? Can I just leave? Like, just leave, Zoe. You don't have to ask. Are you finished yet? Nope. What are you still doing? Well, we still had to explain everything to Tongue Tied. I can handle it. Come on, ZZ. ZZ. That's Zoe. Should I pick you up? Nah, I'm good. I guess there's no real Blue Pine killer and no real stalker sending me messages. Hate to say it, but we're just a boring little town making up fake crimes. Right. That's what it's all about. Where are you at now, Zoe? In my secret safe place, where I spent the last 3 days mostly. At some point, it was smarter for Zoe not to show herself in Redford Hills. We didn't know if the killer might come from the town, maybe. But there is no killer, so come here quickly. Your brother is no threat. but the podcaster is investigating. Yeah, the podcaster is still investigating an old case. So what are we gonna do about that? She really doesn't need the stress. I'm heading out then. Yes. I can't read everything while walking, so you'll have to fill me in on what Tongue Tied said later. Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask. Can we maybe take a little break? Fine by me. Yes, please. I don't really have any other thing to say, but sure. Why not? Fine by me. You probably have 1,000 more questions, and I'm totally lost track of everything I've told you. Can we pick this up again in a half hour or so? Sure. I need to think things over too. Look, sure, we can pick it up in a half hour. So like how I mentioned earlier in the stream, at this point, it's you would essentially just wait 30 minutes of real life time, IRL time, 30 minutes. But then when you came back, then you could start this. You not start, but you could continue on with the story. Doesn't cost you anything other than 30 minutes of your time. But you know what? You know what you can do during the 30 minutes of this time in between, the story, going from, this little break, go touch grass. You could you can touch a little grass for 30 minutes and then you can come back in and continue on with the story of the fake missing Zoe. we all need to touch grass a little bit, Grass is good. Harper. Do I not have a wallpaper for Harper? Well, let's change that. Let's go with these wallpapers are nice too. All the different colors. You must have a terrible impression of us. Yeah, I actually do. No comment. You probably think everyone in this backwater is totally crazy. I do. I'm from a small town myself. I get it. 100%. 100. You all a bunch of nutsos. Lyco says, I don't need to touch grass. Go touch grass, Lyco. Courtney says, jumping off here, BRB, maybe. All right. And then we'll maybe see you again. If we don't, though, Courtney, have a great morning, great afternoon, and a good evening, and a good night, whatever it might be in your area, which I know it's like probably just afternoon, but have a good one. Have a good whatever it is. Go touch grass, Lyco. Harper says, I want to get out of here soon, too. Jocelyn was the one that says that she was sensible, right? Maybe it's actually Harper that's sensible. I don't know. What's your plan? Your town has some issues. Your town has some issues, right? Lyco, do you want to make me a go touch grass emote or like animated emote? I think that would be a cool one to have. Go touch grass. That I think that would be a really nice one. I will touch grass. I'll touch grass later on. I'll take Stella for a walk and go touch grass. 1:34 p.m. there. Toodles, Courtney. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Joe, welcome in, Joe. Joe says grass is not gonna bite. I'll be back, I hope. Yeah, me too. I hope too, Courtney. Harper says there's just not much to stay for here. No entertainment, no jobs, no nothing really. But see yourself want to visit us in Redford Hills. No, because you're gonna hit me in the head with a baseball bat after you pepper spray me. But see, that's the thing. Harper says there's no entertainment. You guys are faking and making up crimes. That sounds like entertainment to me. You're making up crimes out there. You're faking missing people. You telling me that's not entertainment? And you can work for Redford Hills online as your job. And lure people to get hit with a baseball bat and get pepper sprayed. Sounds like an awesome place to go visit. I don't know if I really want to. But you know what? I'd love to. I'd love to go visit. As long as I don't get hit with a baseball bat, I'll be okay with it. Come for Halloween. Halloween. Is it supposed to be Halloween? But Halloween, or maybe it's Halloween for the week. Halloween. At least something. There's something happening then. When is that? It's probably. Yeah. Do you mean Halloween? Yeah, but in Redford Hills it lasts a whole week, and they call it Halloween. Oh man, I just sounded like Zoe when she's doing her job. I'll check Redford Hills online to see if Halloween is worth it. Of course, the Festival of Chills and Thrills is a big deal for you guys. Right, you guys and all about your blue pine killers and missing people, fake missing people, I might ask. Matthew, how you doing, Matthew Wisniewski? What's up, TT? Not much. We're just playing some Redford Hills. Available on mobile, Android and iOS. We came across some valuable information in Redford Hills that this was all just fake. There was no actual missing person. That these people in here were just trying to lure me out because they thought I was the bad guy, even though I am completely innocent. They thought I was the bad guy. They were gonna lure me out, spray me with pepper spray, and beat me with a baseball bat. That's what they admitted. They said that that's what they were gonna do. Crazy, right? I know. Insane. These people in this Redford Hills town is just nuts. They're all crazy. They're all nutso. Of course, the Festival of Chills and Thrills is a big deal for you guys. That's just how we are. Right. Bunch of crazy people out there. Who the hell is due? Ooh, pumpkins. What is due? What is duh? All right, I'm ready to continue. Amelia's gonna continue her story, continue her apology, continue saying sorry for the 1 millionth time. Caleb's here too. I'm ready. Okay, let's get on with it. Look, I'm ready. Let's do it. Gotta leave, TT. Love you. Hope to have Stella on stream. Have a great day, Tart Face. Appreciate you hanging out and watching along and chatting. Have a great day, great time, whatever it is that you're doing. I hope it's great. So now our chat is different. It's got the highlighted chat, which means that we need to that it's probably going to change the story, right? Depending on what we choose, it changes up. Could potentially change the story. So Amelia says, so I actually made some notes about things we need to explain to you, but maybe there's something specific you want to know about. So is there a blue pine killer or not? We need to talk about Pete. Do we need to talk about Pete or the blue pine killer? Chat. Let me know. What do you guys want to talk about? You guys get to direct this story. Do we talk about Pete or do we talk about the blue pine killer? First person to answer. That's the direction we're going to go in the story. Pete or blue pine killer? First person I saw was Pete, courtesy of Lyco. Although Az and Tamara want the blue pine killer, but you know what? I said first, we're talking about Pete. And I'm sure Amelia's going to love the fact that we're talking about Pete yet again. She always loved it when we were accusing Pete of doing bad things. So I'm sure she's going to really enjoy it this time. Let's talk about Pete. Ouch, that's a sensitive topic. Well, the worst part is that my brother Pete got dragged into this. Pete is Amelia's brother. Didn't know that. Interesting. So is Pete the older brother? Because we know Tyler is a younger brother. The worst part is that my brother Pete got dragged into this. How am I supposed to explain this to him? But isn't Pete up to something illegal? Doesn't he have some explaining to do himself? But I mean, like, how do you explain it to him? You blame it on Tyler, Amelia. You just completely blame Tyler. Throw Tyler under the bus. What do you mean? As you weren't first. It was Lyco beat you. Yeah, Lyco beat you, as. You were just behind Lyco. Lyco won. Lyco wins. On your screen it was? Not on my screen. On my screen, Lyco got you. Probably by like a second, but Lyco got you. And I can't see what's on your screen, as I can only see what's on my screen. And what's on my screen was a Lyco saying Pete. All right, but yeah, look, Pete's got some explaining to do as well. If you were first, as I would have picked yours 100%, but alas, you were not. Amelia says, I don't know exactly what you heard, but Pete is fine. It sounded like something illegal. All right, I'll trust you on that for now. Nope. Sounded like something illegal. Don't you think that that's just because you assumed it was linked to Zoe? Yeah, but also there was other things that Sergey said that they were doing something illegal. He did mention something from a year ago. No, you're definitely not right, Amelia. But he definitely mentioned something from a year ago, and he was doing something with Sergey. It might not have involved Zoe, but he was still doing something weird, still doing something with Sergey illegally. Lily was murdered by a Blue Pine killer a year ago, and Sergey wasn't happy that Pete wanted to do it again. Right. It's probably completely harmless. I get that Tyler passed something to you, but if you hadn't had that particular context, you probably wouldn't have paid much attention, right? If the only thing you knew about Redford Hills wasn't that young women sometimes disappear, you'd have seen it differently. It would have sounded completely different, right? Just a random statement. You just don't want to believe it, do you? Yeah, I guess. Look, Amelia just doesn't want to believe it. That she has two shitty brothers. Tyler is a hacker and Pete's doing something suspicious. You know Pete really well. Or we know Pete really well, and there's no way he'd harm Lily. It's just impossible. I'm just curious what he's actually up to. Look, I'm just curious. I just want to know what he's actually up to. Janie's still sus on Pete. Me too. We don't know, and it's not easy. It's not really our business. But Pete is not the Blue Pine Killer because there is no Blue Pine Killer. Are you absolutely sure about that? Why the sudden change of heart? Oops. Gotta get back into do. Yeah, are you absolutely sure about that? You sure that there's no Blue Pine Killer? It all stemmed from thinking Blue Pine was back because of Tyler's missing messages to Zoe, and then because of you. Not because of me, because of you, Amelia. You brought me into this. It wasn't because of me. It was because of you. Don't put this. Don't put this evil on me, Amelia. It's your fault, not my fault. I will not take blame. But if it was all a misunderstanding, then there might have never been a Blue Pine Killer. There's no solid evidence to prove there ever was one. But Sergey mentions something about last year to Pete, but Lily Thompson was murdered, wasn't she? Wasn't Lily Thompson murdered? I mean, that's what they said. We don't know. There's no evidence. It could have been an accident, and that's bad enough. Guys, can we please talk about something else? No, we need to settle everything we agreed. We haven't, uh, but haven't we done that already? I'm afraid we've been chasing after a ghost for so long. We're now very skeptical of any unproven speculations. Okay, I guess that makes sense. But the podcaster is convinced there's a blue pine killer somewhere out there. She doesn't know anything. Just those false rumors Tyler fed her. You're not thrilled by her presence, huh? So it was your brother who tipped her off? No, I thought it was me. I thought we tipped off Sophia. But Amelia probably doesn't like Sophia's presence there. Maybe Amelia is the blue pine. It was literally the dumbest of Tyler's dumb ideas to bait her with false info, and it blew up in his face. If she hadn't shown up and asked around town, we wouldn't have had to make a big fuss about it, and then there wouldn't have been a search, and we wouldn't be in this giant mess. I cannot read. I need a nap. We would have just eventually realized nothing was happening, no matter how many traps we set for you. And then we could have just let the whole thing go. I don't know about that. I didn't know this was also Tyler's doing. Yeah, I don't think I really knew that either, but I kind of knew, but I didn't know. I thought it was me. All his doing. Calm down, M. He'll get what's coming to him. Yeah, I'm just so mad. You should explain everything to her soon. Okay, what else did you want to tell me? Hold on. Someone's at the door. Zizi. That's got to be her, right? It's Zoe? Are we taking another break? She can join the conversation if she wants. Yeah, come on back on in the ZZ. We'll all come over to you, M. Hold on a moment. It's not Zoe. It's Pete. He wants to talk to me for a bit. I like to talk to Pete too. Put him on the phone. Short break, everyone. No, I want to talk to Pete. I'll let you know when Zoe gets here too. Pete should join the chat. No. Later, folks. Damn it. Noah. Now we're talking to Noah. Need a wallpaper for Noah. How about this one? You won't rat us out, will you? I haven't decided yet. What's in it for me if I keep... Yeah, what's in it for me, Noah? You know, I'm going to start extorting these people now. If they want me to keep quiet, they're going to have to start giving me some stuff. Then you'd have my utmost respect for doing the right thing. No, the right thing is ratting you out, Noah. That's the right thing. You're basically saying that I would gain your utmost respect for doing the wrong thing. Please. It was really just a baseball bat we had with us. Yeah, you know how much damage to my skull a baseball bat could do? Ask Len. Ask Abraham. Ask Negan what a baseball bat can do to somebody's skull. It was just a baseball bat. Look, I think you have bigger problems than that. Az says, no, you'll take a break and you'll like it. Go touch grass, Az. I believe you're cool and you'll let us go. I am pretty cool. You're right. You're right. I am pretty cool. But I'm not going to let you go. But super cool. Yeah. Noah's offline. Amelia says that Pete's gone. What did he want? Did he say what he was doing last night? What'd Pete want? Could stall him for now, but we need to talk to him. Is everyone over at your place now? Were, uh, weren't we all supposed to meet up at once Zoe got there? Did you guys forget about me or what? Zoe isn't here yet, not yet. But how long is she gonna take? Guys, you're using the wrong chat. This is the chat with tongue tied. Yeah, is that not a bad thing? Caleb? I thought I was part of your group. I thought I was a part of this now. Sorry. We were planning to meet at my place once Zoe got back. We have a lot to discuss because we might be in trouble over the search operation we planned. Yeah, you should be in trouble. Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. I have a feeling Zoe's going to actually go missing. And then it's like the wolf, or the boy that cried wolf. Like, Zoe was fake missing. And now that Zoe's out of her hiding spot and supposed to meet up with Amelia, she's never going to meet up with Amelia. And then she's going to be real missing Zoe. And then nobody's going to believe anything. Can't wait for that to unfold. So is she with you, Noah? Guys, use private chat, please. Yeah. Just a sec. Switching chats is a pain. She's not with me. Or with you. Jossie? As if she'd come to me first. She should have been here soon then. But didn't she leave a while ago? Yeah, that's what she said. That was 2 hours. Whoa, what just happened? My phone made a bing. Sounded weird. Not sure what that was. Oh no, they're spilling secrets and forgot that you were there, right? Um. What were they saying? That so Zoe left 2 hours ago. You know how she likes to dwaddle. Why not? Yeah, give her a call. She says she can't look at her messages, but you can at least call her. Doing that now. Normally it'd take 20 minutes, 30 if you're slow, 40 tops if you're Zoe, but 2 hours? I'll give her a call. Has anyone talked to her in the meantime? No. She got swiped up by Blue Pine. Clear. Nope. No. Nope. Nah. Nope. No. Nope. She's not answering. Her phone seems off. There's no ringtone. Maybe her battery's dead? Have you seen her with a dead battery? She's always has a charged power bank. Oh, come on, you guys are overreacting. Maybe she went home first? Maybe she got grounded by her parents and they took her phone away because she faked being missing. Maybe that's what happened. She would have told us. And she'd have charged her phone right away. Maybe the police stopped her? Where else could she be? Yeah, where else could she be? She was supposed to come straight to me. Could she have run into someone on the streets? Maybe she ran into Pete. Maybe Pete grabbed her. Maybe Pete, the Blue Pine killer, found her and swiped her up. Could she have run into somebody on the street, but not for 2 hours? Maybe her parents are keeping her at home for a while. It makes sense. They grounded the hell out of her, took her phone away. Said, you're not allowed to talk to your friends anymore. Your friends are a bad influence. They convinced you to fake like you were missing. You're not allowed to hang out with your friends no more. That's possible. I'll go over there real quick. It's right next door. Yeah, we're about to find out. Pete. Oh, I got words for you, Pete. So, good day. Hi. Pete? I'd like to speak with you. I would like to speak with the person who thinks I'm the Blue Pine killer. Speaking. That's not what I meant. They told you. Look, I didn't mean that you were the Blue Pine killer. I just mean that you're being suspicious, and I want to know why. I already heard that. Jocelyn and Caleb told me the whole story. Pretty wild, huh? Sorry, I don't even know you. Did they really tell you everything? Look, I don't even know you, Pete. I'm sure they told him everything. Exactly. You can't just start just throw around accusations like that. Okay, well, how about the entire town of Redford Hills throwing around accusations that I was the Blue Pine killer? How about the entire town throwing out their plan to lure me out, to pepper spray me and hit me with a baseball bat? How about that? How about that? How about throwing around the idea that I was the bad guy? Pete? Hmm? Hmm? Tell me. How about that? I've got a reputation to maintain. If this gets out, it's bad for business. I mean, what about my reputation, Pete? See, you're selfish, Pete. It's all about Pete. It's all about Pete, Pete, Pete. It's never about tongue tied. But your business isn't exactly clean, right? Look, I was just following the clues. Look, your business ain't clean, and I know your business ain't clean, Pete. Between you and Sergey, my business is a cafe and beach bar, nothing else. And you take secret deliveries at midnight there, right? What about your secret deliveries? No idea what you're talking about. Oh, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I don't believe you. I don't believe you one bit, sussy Pete. Whatever you might have heard, it's definitely not what you're thinking. And it clearly has nothing to do with Lily Thompson or Blue Pine. I was just as shocked as everyone else last year. Then what is it? Yeah, I believe you now that it has nothing to do with Blue Pine. Look, what is it? What's your little side business? What's your little illegal activities that you're doing, Pete? As I said, I really don't know what you're talking about. Are you dealing drugs? Stolen? Is selling stolen goods? What are you doing? I'm serious. Then what is it? I won't rat you out. I won't rat out the others, or I won't rat out the others, and I wouldn't rat you out either. Ooh, do we? Hmm. I can't promise I'm not gonna rat them out, like because they look. I'm petty. I'm petty. They were planning to do terrible things to me, and I'm petty. So I can't promise it yet. But what is it, Pete? Hey, we can be friends if we have a proper chat here. I'm not holding a grudge for the accusations you made, but if you keep sticking your nose into things that don't concern you at all, we're gonna have problems. Even though there's nothing like that going on, and if there were, it wouldn't be anything sketchy. If you just tell me, I'll drop it. Look, just tell me and I'll drop it. That's all you gotta do, Pete. Should be easy. No idea what you're talking about. How am I supposed to trust you if you're clearly hiding something? Right. How am I supposed to be friends with you, Pete? Clearly, you're hiding something. Trust? Hey, I was just trying to offer you an olive branch. That's why I took the initiative and contacted you. You took the initiative and contacted because I didn't have your number. They gave you my number apparently. Apparently, there's nothing against giving around TT's number, but I'm not allowed to get Pete's number to talk to Pete myself. Whatever. You just wanted to know what I know. That's all it was. You didn't actually want to be my friend, Pete. You just wanted to know what I know. Careful. Don't make enemies. Or what? What are you going to do, Pete? I'm not afraid of you, Pete. I know where to get pepper spray and a baseball bat. I'm not afraid of you, Pete. So it's up to you how this continues. I definitely don't think you're Blue Pine. Well, well, let's figure it out. I think Amelia and the others gave you a rough time without malicious intent. No, they definitely had malicious intent. They were trying to bait me out. They were trying to lure me into a secluded, deserted area so that way they could beat me down. Like they definitely had malicious intent. So you get some trust from me. I just ask that you don't cause them unnecessary trouble. Oh, but I'm petty, Pete. I'm gonna cause them some trouble. They caused me a lot of trouble, so I'm gonna give them a little bit of their medicine back. It's just how it needs to be. They've been through enough already. They yeah, they've been through enough faking crimes already. You're right. You're right. They've been through enough. They were faking crimes. You know, what about Zoe's parents? What do you think Zoe's parents have gone through? Courtesy of the blue of the Redfir gang, you know? Like they've been through enough already. Bull crap. And maybe we can let this whole thing rest. What is up with this Redford Hills gang? They're just like no accountability. They just want to do whatever they want. They want to fake any crime they want. They want to pretend that people are missing. They want to try to bully people out into the open so they can pepper spray and beat them with a baseball bat. I'm not gonna let that go. I'm gonna say it 18,000 more times before this stream ends. It's gonna happen. I'm not letting it go. But yeah, we should just let it slide. Let things rest. No, no, not even close, Pete. Not even close, Petey boy. I won't cause any trouble. Look, I'll think about it, but I've thought about it. I'm gonna be the drama. Pete's offline. Back to Amelia. She's not home. Zoe's not home. And her phone is still off. It's been 2.5 hours now. What's going on with you guys? Yeah, is there a problem? Is Zoe actually real life missing now? Are you guys just faking it again? Are you guys faking it? Are you just faking Zoe missing? Or is she actually missing? Sorry, wrong chat again. No, this is the right place. Am I not allowed to know something again? Look, no, you're in the right place. This is the right chat. I'm making a new group. Hey, don't exclude me. After everything I've been through, you don't get to exclude me from anything, Caleb. I'm still waiting for Zoe TT. Yeah, I know. She was supposed to be here 2 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago, technically. Her hideout was a bit out of the way, but not that far. What kind of hideout? Caleb said, stop. You about to tell me? I've been really trying to figure out this hideout that Zoe was using. What was the hideout? Now I agree that I'm sounding suspicious because I am not letting this hideout thing go. For your own safety, tongue-tied, it's better if you don't know the hideout. My safety, Caleb? For my safety? I think for my safety, I should just not go to Redford Hills because there's people there trying to pepper spray me and beat me with a baseball bat. How about that, Caleb? Maybe that's for my safety. But you can... I'm not letting that go. But you can tell me, Caleb, where the hideout is. The less you know, the less reason for suspicion later. Trust me, Caleb, you guys are super suspicious. You're faking crimes, faking missing people. Like, you guys are already suspicious. Hopefully, we've learned that lesson by now. Why suspicion? I'm not going to be suspicious of anything. Why are you saying that, Caleb? Plus, I don't want us mentioning the place here in chat. Tyler has snooped in before and could do it again. Who knows who else is sharing that info? Tyler, I thought everything was cleared up. If everything's cleared up, then we don't have to worry about it. Yeah, it pretty much was. We're just being cautious. In case she really was kidnapped this time. She's actively kidnapped. She's 100% kidnapped right now. We're starting to get paranoid, aren't we? Enough talking. I'm heading out to find her. You don't know where to go. There's only one path she could have taken. Are you guys still worried now? Is this for real this time? Maybe you should get the town together and do a canvassing. Maybe you should convince everybody to go look through the forest to find the missing Zoe. Maybe you should do that. See how well that goes along with everyone in the town. It's probably nothing. I'm coming with you, says Harper. I can handle it myself, says Noah. Guys, you need to stop with this paranoia. There's no blue pine killer, no stalkers. Zoe's just stalling like always, or something held her up. I'm coming with you anyway. That's probably for the best. Fine by me. Should I come too? No, really, guys, calm down. I've walked that path 100 times. It's broad daylight. Get a grip, everyone. As says, I mean, it's kind of karma for them trying to set you up. Exactly, 100% karma. Prince says, why this game has a 3.8 rating in Play Store? I don't know. I feel like it should be more. I feel like it should be over 4.0. My personal opinion. Like, I mentioned early on. I think it was like maybe my first video. My first video, I got like a notification up that said wanted to, asking me to rate the game. I haven't rated the game yet myself, but I do plan on rating the game. And when I do rate the game, I personally, you don't have, you could rate the game however you want to rate it, but I personally, I'm gonna rate it a 5 star, just because I'm enjoying it. I mean, it's enough for me to enjoy the game, and I think we're getting ready to start a whole new story. Like, honestly, we've basically finished an entire story so far in Redford Hills, and I think we're getting ready to start up a whole new story because I think Zoe's actually missing now. Zoe's actually swiped up, probably got grabbed up by Sergey at the directions of Pete. But now we're gonna actually have to find out who and where Zoe is. Rating 5 means the game has no flaws. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. It doesn't have to mean that. Rating it a 5 just means that I just enjoyed it and I played it and I enjoyed it. It doesn't mean it doesn't have any flaws. If you take that into consideration, if you say that the only way you can get the highest rating possible is that it has 0 flaws, then nothing in this world could ever be rated a 5 or whatever the top mark is. Like that you wouldn't be allowed to if you took that as like the standard. Like no flaws means you get a 5. Like I don't, I'm not about that. Like if it's something that I enjoy, then I'm going to give it a 5. Like just teasing. Just teasing a noob. I'm not a noob. You stinky, Lyco. That's what it is. Amelia, what's your brother up to right now? Probably kidnap Zoe. Does the path go towards the wood? We should ask what Tyler's up to. Tyler probably kidnapped Zoe just now. All paths go to the woods. It's true. 3 sides woods, 1 side lake. We need to stay calm. It's probably nothing. Like Noah said, she might be dawdling, lost track of time in the shower, or got held up. I'm heading out. Meet me at the market square, Harper. Okay, I'll be right there. I'll also check next door, see if she turned up. Okay, keep us posted. Keep me updated too. Look, don't do anything stupid like fake a missing person. Go touch some grass, Lyco. Lyco says, no, the game seems to be nice, says Lyco. It is nice. I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying it. I do wish there was the one thing I do wish Redford Hills had. I wish it had more voice lines because it doesn't have any. It doesn't have any voice lines. So I would love to be like a voice actor in Redford Hills. Like we could come up with like some voice lines and actual have actual like like phone calls, video chats, not necessarily video chats, but phone calls where people are actively talking in the voice, doing the voice acting. That would be cool. I would like that. I think that would be an improvement. I wouldn't say that would I wouldn't say that'd be a reason not to give it a 5 star, but I would say it would improve the game. It would improve the gameplay. Bella said TT needs to touch grass. I will touch grass. I'll touch grass later. I don't need to touch grass right this second. I'm still fighting for my innocence right now. Guess I'll do something useful and walk around, walk through the town and see if anyone's seen her. Coming with Caleb. Yeah, of course. Pick me up. I. Sophia. I wonder what Sophia has to say about all this. Sophia's probably pissed. Let's go ahead and advance in the story. Hey, the search operation was suddenly called off. Yeah, I know. There was no explanation. What do you think about it? I think the search might be unnecessary. I'll tell you exactly what I think about it, Sophia. I know exactly what it was. They faked it. It was a fake missing person. Why do you think that? Zoe's back? I don't know. Maybe they found new clues or something. Look, Zoe's back. Kind of, but she might be missing real time this time. Sophia went offline. So all I had to say was Sophia's back or Zoe's back, and Sophia just went straight offline. Courtney, welcome back. Where's his hand back? Welcome back. Like it says TT wanting to do voice acting, but never gives me voice lines if I need. I do too, but you never ask for voice lines. By the way, animated or still emote? I don't know. I feel like an animated touch grass would be fun. I feel like that would be a fun one. It took me long enough. What do you mean took me long enough? The second I saw that you were back, I said hi. You know I don't read, so obviously I didn't see it because I didn't read. Caleb. We walked all the way to that place. Why is Caleb so secretive about the hidey place? The Zoe hidey hole. Is she with you guys? Did you forget to let us know? No, she's not here yet. We haven't heard anything from her either. What's she up to? You still waiting for Zoe? She legit got kidnapped. She legit got swiped. Sounds like Caleb might be involved. Caleb might be. Probably not. Probably the whole group. The whole group, probably. Ren K, welcome. How you doing, Ren? Welcome in. Great to have you here. The music changed up. Music's more ominous now. I don't know. Can you guys hear the music? I have it turned down. That way it doesn't like drown out me talking because I know you guys love my voice so much. Kinda. I can turn it up a little bit. But I just know how I just know how you guys love my voice so much that you don't want to get drowned out by the music. All right, so you guys still waiting for Zoe? Yep. She should have been here by now. Something's not right. We have no idea where she is. You can't be serious. You're not setting up another trap, are you? The fake missing Zoe. What? No. How could you think that we would ever do that? Shut the hell up, Amelia. Really, we're not. We're done with that sort of thing. I'll never do it again. We should check the path again. We already did. We went all the way there, or all the way to. We walked to the spot. Where exactly? What spot? It's the place where she was hiding before. Was Selena there? Ooh, who's Selena? Shouldn't have said that, Jocelyn. Oops. Why are they being so secretive around me? They know I'm not the Blue Pine. They know that I was just brought in by accident. They know I was brought in by accident by Amelia. Why are they being so secretive still? Doesn't matter now. Am I not allowed to know who Selena or where the hidey hole is? Like, am I not allowed to know anything? So what do? We look for her. Well, this day of rent, I think they should reach out to the entire town, and just ask if they can do a canvassing of the forest. Ren K says, I admit it, your voice is effing beautiful. I appreciate that, Ren K. Alma says, of course we love your voice. As says, I absolutely love your voice. Appreciate it. Oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. Maybe inform the police before you start doing anything. Yeah. Inform the police of the missing Zoe that you already claimed was missing, but falsely claimed that was missing. You faked the missing Zoe, but then, look, Zoe was coming back, but now she's actually truly missing. You really think the police are going to go for that? We just started the entire story all over again, but with a little twist that we already faked Zoe disappearance. We already faked the Zoe missing a storyline already. So how are you going to convince anybody that Zoe's actively actively missing for real this time? But you know what? Go to the police. I'd like to see that. I'd like to see you try it. They'd love that. I bet she's chatting with someone and lost track of time. There's probably a simple explanation. Since we've got nothing else to do, let's head towards her. Sorry, TZ. We need to head out again. Shouldn't you stay home in case she shows up there? That's a good point. You stay home, M, and keep an eye on Zoe's place, too. Everyone else, meet at mine in 10 minutes. No solo missions. But don't leave me out, Caleb. We won't. But you already are. See you soon. This will sort itself out, I'm sure. Now everybody's offline. But what if it doesn't? Oh, silly Redford Hills gang. Amelia. Come on, say it. Say what you're thinking. Oh, say what you're thinking. What you're thinking. She told me to say what you're thinking. So I'm going to say what you're thinking. Save the bad jokes. This is all our fault. If we hadn't come up with that stupid plan, Zoe wouldn't have had to hide alone, and then she wouldn't have had to walk home alone from the diner. Oh, so she was at the diner then, and then she wouldn't have been kidnapped. Hold on, I think you skipped a few steps. Yeah, I think you skipped a few steps. She was at the diner. What's happening with her now? The Blue Pine Killer has her. Are you sure, Amelia? Are you sure? I mean, because that's kind of what you said before. You said all this. You said all this before. I don't know. Can we trust any of them? It's obvious. I thought you didn't even believe he existed. Right, you didn't believe he existed 2 minutes ago. We didn't believe it. At least not after we knew the messages were from Tyler and you. Were just caught up in it by chance. But now she's gone. Now it's clear. She's been kidnapped. And if someone kidnapped her, it has to be the Blue Pine Killer. What are the odds that they're faking her disappearance again? What are the odds that they're faking her being missing again? Okay, that makes sense. Isn't that a bit of a leap? It's a little bit of a leap. Almost is with them. I don't know. Right. How do we even trust any of them? You're doing exactly what you did before, Amelia. How am I supposed to trust anything that you're doing right now? What do you mean? You're jumping to conclusions without checking the facts? Last time you were sure that I was the... yeah, last time you were sure that I was the killer. Yeah, but this time it's different. This time we're not faking it. Oh, I accidentally clicked on something. A few days ago, it sounded just like this. This time it's really serious. I don't know how you're going to convince me to believe you, Amelia. There are 1,000 more likely explanations than the Blue Pine Killer. But why would she keep us waiting so long? We agreed that she would come to us directly. We also need to get our story straight for the police. Yeah, get the story straight. We lied before, but we're telling the truth now. We faked it before, but it's real now. She wasn't actually missing before, but she's actually missing now. The Blue Pine Killer didn't exist before. It definitely exists now. The Blue Pine Killer didn't have her before, but the Blue Pine Killer definitely has her now. That's how you explain it to the police, I guess. The whole town knew an hour ago that she was missing. Maybe she ran into them directly. Like, yeah. And then how do you get the whole town to go along with it? Like, you told the entire town that she was missing. Then you told the entire town that it was fake and that she's coming back. And now you're going to tell the entire town that, like, sorry, actually, it's real this time. She actually really is missing. Nobody's going to believe anything that you have to say. If someone saw her, though, they'd have called the police straight away. For sure. That could be. Are the others looking for her right now? We know that they are. Does anyone think it's the Blue Pine Killer, or is it just your... Is it just Amelia going crazy, or is everyone else going crazy too? The others are still busy looking for her. They were I can just tell you. They were going back to the runaway diner. Right, I remember you saying a diner, but I didn't know which diner. The runaway diner. Why is it called the runaway diner? Is that where all the runaways go to? Like, they're just like, yeah, I'm running away from home. And then they just go to the diner, and that's where they all find them. They're just like, they're at the diner again. Just go pick them up. That was her hiding spot. That's really its name? Quite fitting. Is that really the diner's name? The runaway diner? Yeah. It really is. You're kidding. No, it's really its name. Redford Hills sure has some sense of humor. Why would anyone name a diner that? The diner belongs to Selena. She ran away from home as a teenager because she couldn't take her abusive father anymore. She ended up in Redford Hills and worked at the old diner. It was really run down back then. Later, she took it over and fixed it up. She worked for everything she has. She's pretty cool. And she played along with her charade. Oh, so Selena's cool because they allowed... Because Selena was like, yeah, I'll let you pretend to be missing at my diner. And she didn't say, hey, maybe not the best plan, kids. Like, Selena's cool because she allowed us to fake the kidnapping of Zoe. No, she knew what we were planning. She wanted to stop the stalker as much as we did. So you convinced her also about some weirdo that didn't actually exist, apparently. And that way she could keep an eye on Zoe. No one gets past Selena easily. Apparently Zoe did. Because Zoe's got kidnapped again. Or whoever kidnapped Zoe. Well, that went well. We really messed everything up, didn't we? Most of it, yeah. Realizing is the first step to fixing it. Yeah, you definitely messed it all up. 100% messed it all up. Anyway, the others are checking the route to the diner again. Caleb doesn't quite trust Noah and Harper to have checked thoroughly for clues. Probably not wrong about that. Look, I don't know about your friends. When Noah's around, Harper won't notice any clues or anything else. But you can't tell anyone that. So, Harper likes Noah. Got it. But maybe they can just focus on the search just a little bit. Maybe they can just, like, stop, I don't know, staring at each other. Amelia says, well, I'm losing it here. This waiting is driving me crazy. Do you have any eyes on Zoe's house? There's nothing you can do right now. Look, there's nothing you can do right now anyways. You just gotta hope Zoe shows up. From her now real kidnapping, not her fake kidnapping. Yeah, right. Aside from waiting and driving myself crazy, I'm sitting by the window, not taking my eyes off the street. When I imagine that we might have led Zoe right into the killer's arms. You didn't do that. If the killer even exists. Right. If the killer even exists. Probably doesn't even exist. If he exists, we've done exactly what we should have avoided. You know, this is exactly the situation we tricked you with. A young woman alone in an isolated place. And here we are. She had to walk the whole road from Runaway Diner to Redford Hills by herself. And she got swiped. You know, whose fault is that? Whose fault is that, Amelia? It's not my fault. You should have picked her up. You know, you should have picked her up. You shouldn't have let her walk home alone. Yeah, we should have. Why didn't we do that? It was so stupid to leave her alone. You thought the danger was over? You thought that you didn't think there was an actual killer in the midst. And we made it even easier for him. Because everyone was in the center of the search and hadn't gotten the update that it was called off or had just gone home or something. There was probably no traffic on the road to the diner all day. No one was there. We really messed up. Yeah, you did. You did. You already said that. But yes, I agree. You did mess up. Big time. Wait. I'm losing my mind. You're not pulling my leg again, are you? What are you talking about? And here we go again. I'm gonna make Amelia go crazy. I'm just gonna say a bunch of random stuff just to make her think she's going nuts. She deserves it. This isn't another trick to make me think Zoe's alone, is it? I mean, you sound just like you did a few days ago. You're just trying to trick me into coming out and getting pepper sprayed. That's all. You're just trying to trick me again. You're trying to lure me out as some bait, but you don't realize I'm the innocent person. I'm not the bad guy. Trying to lure me out there so you can pepper spray me and beat me with a baseball bat and not letting that go. But it's not gonna work because I'm innocent. I'm an innocent. You can't be serious, right? Of course I'm serious as a baseball bat. If it were, it'd be really messed up. With you guys, anything's possible. 100% anything's possible with these lunatics in Redford Hills. No, really, you have to believe. You have to believe me. This time, it's not a lie. Yeah, that's exactly what a liar would say. This time, I'm telling the truth. This time, it's not a lie. This time, it's real. It's exactly what I would expect you to say. It wouldn't make any sense anyway. Yeah. Wait, a car is pulling up. Amelia is now offline. What kind of car pulled up? Sophia. What's up, Sophia? They really did a number on you, huh? What do you mean? Yeah, you know what? They did. They really did. You're absolutely right, Sophia. I know everything. How do you know? Was it Tyler? Pete told me about the whole show those kids put on with you. You seem to know a lot from Pete. I'm a good investigator, remember? Besides, I live with Pete and Sergey. They take good care. Oh, that's why. That's why you don't want to investigate Pete and Sergey. They're the ones providing you a shelter. They're the ones providing a roof over your head. They're the ones giving you a little nice cozy little bed to sleep in at night instead of your car. No wonder. No wonder. Oops. Yeah, no wonder you don't want to investigate Pete and Sergey. They do that on the side. They rent out a room in their apartment as a B&B. I didn't know they lived together in an apartment. You got a problem with that? No. Why would I have an why would I care if they have an apartment together? Well, yeah, why would I? Because there are homophobic people and I can't stand them? That wasn't even the first thing that came to mind. I'm not. I just didn't know they were a couple. Shit, Sophia. Just jump on my back, why don't you? Just jump on my case about it. I didn't know. Shit. I don't even care. Now you know, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not sure why you brought it up. Look, you started it, Sophia. Like I don't even know why you brought it up. It was useless. It wasn't even good knowledge. It was useless knowledge. It didn't even need to be brought up. I just wanted to talk to you when I heard what those kids did to you. Now it all makes a lot more sense. They led you. The lead you told me about and how you wouldn't say where you got it from. Now I get it. Yeah, they're rude and nuts. Friggin' crazy. Freaking Sophia. That was a misunderstanding, yeah, but you went there, right? You went to the sawmill, Sophia? What'd you find at the sawmill? Yeah, I went there. Did you see anything there? You know what I don't understand now? Hear me out. Pete and Sergey are a couple, right? They live with each other, right? Why were they having such issues with figuring out where to meet up all through chat? Why wouldn't they just talk about it like when they were sitting down to dinner at night, you know, laying down in bed at night? Like, why wouldn't they just talk about it then? But like, I convinced them to go to two separate areas and not one of them said anything to each other when they were living with each other in the same apartment with each other. You know? I don't get it. How was I able to convince them to go to two separate locations when they literally live with each other and they talk? I'm gonna get your name wrong, and I apologize, but Atike Ramen, welcome. Says, man, it's my first time watching you live. I love it. I appreciate that. I appreciate you being here and hanging out and loving the live. How do I download it? Is it yeah, it's playable on that's what we're currently playing it on is mobile. So it's Android, iOS. You can download it. Absolutely. It is a mobile game. You can find it on the Play Store. It's called Redford Hills. All right, so Sophia went there. Do you know what Pete's up to? What his illegal activities are? It's possible, yeah. But for our case, it's not relevant. So, I mean, it was already not relevant when I still thought Zoe was a case. And now the question is if there's even a case at all. What about the Blue Pine Killer? I'm afraid so. Look, I mean, what about the Blue Pine Killer? I don't know. It changes everything, of course. I came to Redford Hills believing Zoe's disappearance was a current case and would confirm the rumors about the Blue Pine Killer. But it's fake, but it's also now real, so I really don't know. Thanks, mate. I'll play it surely. We are all waiting for episode 3 of Elmwood Trail. Yeah, so I recently saw an update to that for episode 3 of Elmwood Trail. Will be in October. That's when they'll release it, is in October. So yeah, yeah, I'm waiting for it as well. Definitely, definitely. So what about the Blue Pine Killer? I don't know. It changes everything. Came to Redford Hills believing Zoe's disappearance. Right. So those just rumors or not? What are you going to do now? The smartest thing might be to find a new real case, but my instincts say something's off in Redford Hills. I've never had such a hard time gathering any information or even just getting an opinion from anyone on the street. There are new developments you might not know about. You might still have something to do you might still have something to do in Redford Hills. Zoe's actually missing now. Like, before it was fake, and then she came home, but didn't come home. She actually got kidnapped. So she might actually be missing now. What do you mean? Oh, I think I'm not supposed to tell you. Like, Zoe's gone missing. Zoe's gone missing. It's just very funny. No, I know. Pete told me everything. We were literally just talking about that. This time, she's really disappeared. It just happened. It just happened again, or not again, but it just happened for real, supposedly. I'm afraid I don't get what you're saying. Zoe was hiding, and now is missing. And after the gang dropped the axe, Zoe came out of hiding. And now Zoe's missing. Sure, there's no reason to hide anymore. She wanted to meet up with the others. And now she's missing. When is it going to let me say now she's missing? All right, but she never got to them. When did it happen? Just a few hours ago. That's not long ago. Couldn't Zoe have been held up? After the whole stunt, the entire town is in a frenzy. Nobody knows if nobody knows it was all fake, but a lot of people got involved in a big search effort, especially the police or Zoe's parents who would want to talk to her. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, the shit got way too real. That's what we thought at first. I said the same exact thing. And the others are getting nervous now. She's not responding to any messages, and that's very unusual for her, supposedly. But it's possible she's sitting with the police without a chance to send a message. Pete told me that within Amelia's group, they think Blue Pine is just a myth. Yeah, they thought that after they found out it was Amelia's brother sending the messages. Oh, Tyler. Tyler sending the messages. Not sure I agree with that. There are justified doubts and no concrete evidence that Zoe's case involves foul play, but I think we don't know the full truth. I definitely want to keep investigating this. Do you know more? Will you keep me updated, please? Pete hinted at something, but you really need to talk to him yourself. I'm already giving you a lot of trust because of the dramatic and unfair way you got dragged into this, but that's all I can say right now. Amelia should talk to Pete and Sergey. Oh, Jesus. Okay. It keeps doing that to me. Look, just tell me. No, I can't. Always with the secrets. Everybody with the secrets. Nobody trusts me. Keeping secrets is necessary if you want your source to trust you, but nobody's stopping you or Amelia from talking to Pete yourself. You know, Pete don't like me very much. Let's try. Who's that? Who's this cat? What? Is that my profile picture? Is that me? Pete? Pete's offline. Hello? What's going on with Pete? You. Who is you? Vendetta. Who's Vendetta? Oh, we're back into the group chat. We're now at the Runaway Diner. Can you say it? I told you about it. It's no longer necessary to keep it a secret. Look, is she there, Amelia? I didn't know. I thought Amelia was supposed to stay home. No, the car belonged to one of Zoe's aunts. She just wanted to check on her. She was worried because, well, you know, Selena got back. She was trying, she's asking what's going on. Unfortunately, she wasn't there when Zoe left. Why wasn't she there? Wasn't she supposed to watch her? Like, she was supposed to be keeping an eye on her, right? Right, as they keep bringing me into everything, but they don't want to tell me anything. They're just like, we're just gonna beat around the bush so much with you. We want you to be a part of this, but we don't want to tell you anything about what's going on. It's exactly what they're doing, 100%. So Selena thought it was important to show up for the search. It would have been suspicious if she stayed away. So she was in town and only got back shortly after. Did she run into Zoe at all? Probably not. No. And she's pretty much everyone, and she says pretty much everyone was at the meeting point. Was Pete there? Hey, we're not giving up on Pete. We're sussing Pete until the end. Hold on. I'll ask her. Pete was with Amelia. I told him about it. He probably didn't go because it seemed pointless. He was there too, she says. Oh, so Pete was there. Was Sergey there? Both of them were there, yes. Would Selena notice if someone was missing? I think you're underestimating just how big Redford Hills is. There are over 1,000 people living here. Of course, Selena can't remember every single person, but she did speak to Pete briefly. Ooh, are there any surveillance videos? What the hell just happened? I didn't click on Pete and alibis. I clicked on surveillance videos. Damn it. It was worth a shot, but we're not getting anywhere here. Let's move on. After pancakes, Selena's making us pancakes. The pancakes sound amazing right now. I'm so hungry. I'd go for like some pancakes and eggs. and then you take the eggs, you wrap them in the pancakes with a little bit of syrup, and just eat it like a burrito, like a pancake egg burrito, or you just fold it like a pancake egg and taco. Maybe even add some bacon or sausage to it with some cheese. I'm hungry. I can go for a pancake sausage or a pancake taco right now. That sounds delightful. Pancakes can be made with fresh meat. I don't know. I've You saw a short that you can make pancakes with fresh meat. Isn't that just a hamburger? Like like ground beef. You make a pancake out of it. That's just hamburger. That's just the hamburger sandwich. Took Bella to lunch and had some beignets. Beignets are good. I like beignets. Look, we can discuss the plan while you eat. We're not eating pancakes right now. Fortunately, we don't have time for that. But I've got a waffle with me. Look, waffles are good too. I could go for a waffle taco too. That sounds delicious. Yo, a little waffle taco, throw some sausage in there, some egg in there, maybe a little syrup. They're delicious. Tacos made with waffles or pancakes, great. So good. Caleb's offline. Caleb's like, fuck you guys. I'm eating pancakes. The True Crime Podcast from Sophia. Hey, everyone. I owe you all an update. There was supposed to be a big search day, but it got called off at the last minute. The official reason given is that it was all just a misunderstanding. Apparently, Zoe is back home. A misunderstanding is what they call it. Not a fake, missing person. Not a group of kids that faked it all. Just a misunderstanding. They misunderstood when they said that Zoe was kidnapped by the Blue Pine Killer. That was just a misunderstanding. What they really meant was that we're playing pretend, and that's what they meant to say. But there was a misunderstanding. Yeah, just a misunderstanding. That's exactly what it was. What really happened is still a mystery to me. No, it's not, Sophia. Stop lying. But I thought you all needed to know about this development as soon as possible. To be honest, I'm just as focused as you probably are right now. Not only is almost no one in this town willing to talk to me, but I keep getting conflicting information. Do you doubt a specific piece of information? What do you mean by that, Sophia? Redford Hill goes to great lengths to keep its secrets, but Sophia won't stand for it. Exactly. Exactly. Hee hee. And the True Crime Podcast is offline. Harper. You said you wouldn't rat us out? I didn't. I didn't rat you out, Harper. Not yet, anyways. That's really low of you. What are you talking about? There might be a reason to get back to us. So what? It still doesn't have to happen? You know what, Harper? You don't get to tell me if me ratting you out is good or not. Like, you don't get to tell me that's low of me. Let's talk about what was low of you. How about faking, Zoe being missing? How about the fact that her parents were probably like dying every single day, probably crying themselves to sleep because you thought it was a good idea to fake a kidnapping on Zoe. You thought it was a good idea to make it look like Zoe might have been kidnapped and murdered by the Blue Pine Killer. Let's talk about that low point, Harper. You were trying to lure me out into the open so you can pepper spray me and hit me with a baseball bat. Not gonna let that go, Harper. Not gonna let that go. How about that low point, Harper? Look, first of all, I didn't do anything. You betrayed us. Betrayal? Betrayal? Let's talk about betrayal. No, I didn't. But you know what? Even though I'm being truthful to Harper, even though I'm telling an honest truth, why do I even care? Harper is a liar. Harper is the one that was part of this whole shenanigan. Harper was part of this whole sham. Harper was a part of this pretend fake world of kidnappings and missing Zoes. So why do I even care? You know what? I didn't do it, but I'm glad it happened, Harper. Look, I'm not admitting to something I didn't do. You ratted us out to the podcaster. Actually, Pete ratted you out, Harper. How about that? How about Pete ratted you out? But you're probably not going to believe that because Pete can do no wrong, right? What's this about, guys? Check out Sofia Mendez's new status updates, M. Why? Just do it. Hey, I still haven't found it. Where am I supposed to look? Man, Noah, how old are you again? I'd also like to know what you're talking about. Yeah, where do you find... Yeah, look, I also want to know what you're talking about, Harper. First and foremost, it was probably Pete. Go to the chat of the podcast group where she shares news with her followers. Then tap her profile picture. The latest status update is right there at the top. Let's just do that real quick. Profile picture. The truth hurts, but the lie kills. That's the status update. That's it. How do you immediately think that was me that did that? So, I mean, like, read what I did. It means not, doesn't say anything about me. The truth hurts, but the lie kills. So, what's your point, Harper? It's clearly about us. And it might be, but what makes you think it was me? How does she know about this? Not where does it say Pete? Like, let me just say Pete told her. Look, it's not from me. From who then? Pete. It's 100% Pete. I mean, I know it's Pete. But how should I know? She could only know it from you. That's not true. She can know it from Pete. Nonsense. Screw off, Harper. None of us spoke to her. Well, she's living with Pete and Sergey, and Pete spoke to her. She could only know if someone told her the search was canceled because Zoe was back. But not that it was a lie. Your good friend Pete talked to her. Yes! Throw Pete under the bus. Then why does Pete already know about all the details? Look, your good friend Pete told her. Oh, come on. Seriously? They're not going to believe me? I've done nothing but tell the truth this entire time, and they're not going to believe me. They've done nothing but lie this entire time, and they're not going to believe me? And I'm supposed to believe anything that they say? Oh, this is ridiculous. Why do you keep doing this? Keep doing what? Because your pal Pete is up to something. Yeah, your pal Pete's up to something. Why is always Pete's fault? Come up with something new. Look, she told me herself. So you did? Yeah, I talked to her. But she already knew everything. And she knew it all from Pete. Yes. I don't believe it. Of course, you don't believe it. Don't believe the person that tells nothing but the truth. Just believe your own delusional lies that you just love to spread around. No, it could be true. He wasn't in a good mood when he was with me, and he said it might be tricky to keep everything a secret since the people involved are harder to shake off than usual, unlike the usual Redford Hills folks. I thought he only meant tongue-tied, but he probably meant Sophia. Yeah, that guy doesn't like me. And he said the best thing we can do is be honest with these people. That maybe we can get them on our side. Great. That worked out super well. She's obviously on our side. Okay, can I get an apology? Like now is the time to say you're sorry for calling me a liar, Harper. And you know, I don't even want an apology from Amelia. They don't matter. Those apologies are shallow. I've gotten so many apologies from Amelia that they just don't mean anything anymore. But Harper, I need an apology, Harper. Look, I think Sophia's on our side. They're still trying to frame me, right, Lyco? They're constantly trying to frame me for stuff. Then she should take down the status. Tell her that no, she shouldn't take down the status, but tell her that if you're so close with her, no, I'm not that close with her. You should get Pete to tell her. She's really close with Pete. They living under the same roof. Quickly, please. No, Harper. You don't get to tell me what to do. Don't you have more important things to worry about than status updates? I'll talk to her and you guys deal with no, yeah. Don't you have more important things to worry about than status updates, Harper? How about finding your fake lost friend who's probably really lost this time? Yeah, we actually do. Are you heading back now? Yeah, we are. Selena is at the diner now, just in case Zoe shows up here again. But we're heading back to the city. Is there anything I can do? Please, I'm going crazy here. No, stay at your place and keep an eye on Zoe's house. That's still our best shot. And Amelia says, I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy, Amelia. How about me? How about the fact that I'm the one that's probably going crazy? Sophia, the kids don't like your status. I don't want her to remove it. Mainly because it's Harper. Harper's all about like, oh, you got to remove it. Like, I don't want to remove it now. But what's up with the status update? What do you mean by that? The group is actually trying to keep their actions a secret. The group didn't want that to become public. I mean, I don't really care. I don't know why I have to care about that. The group should be worried about more bigger things than this, like status updates. That's what Pete told me. I won't report on it for now, but if it becomes necessary, I might have to. But for now, I won't. But yeah, your statuses are already hints at something. Your status has made the group nervous. I don't really care if the group is nervous. It's just a quote. It can mean any. It can mean everything or nothing. It wasn't meant to refer to the group, but it was meant to be referred to the group. We know it was meant to be referred to the group. You're just saying this to make it be like, it doesn't have to be referred to the group, but we know it is. You'd be doing me can you just delete it? I'm not going to ask for a favor, because if she doesn't want to delete it, then she doesn't have to delete it. Unfortunately, I can't. Technically, it's not possible. Fine. I don't care. It's fine with me. I told Pete that I understand Amelia and her friends to some extent. I'm not going to throw them under the bus. They've been through a lot, and I understand that they couldn't handle the situation. I see that. I'm still like on the fence. Like I'm still like willing to throw them under the bus. Like they need to, you know, they Maybe, maybe if they threatened Sophia with pepper spray and baseball bats, maybe Sophia would think otherwise. Maybe Sophia would have a different thought about whether to throw them under a bus. Maybe that's what it is. I'm not gonna let that go, by the way. Like maybe if they told Sophia that they were trying to lure her out to jump her with pepper spray and baseball bat, maybe she would think otherwise. Maybe that's what it is. But your status isn't helping. Okay, I know what I can do. I can delete the status, but I can post a new one. Can't delete. Oh, can't delete the status, but I can post a new one. I can post something that puts the first quote in a different context. Thanks. Whatever. I don't even think you have to do that. I think the kids can just deal with it. Tell them that there's nothing to fear from my side, and if they want to talk to me, they should reach out. I'd love to talk to them on the podcast. Why do I have to be the gopher? Like, I'm the one in the middle jumping back and forth, and I'm being framed, I'm being accused, and yet all I'm trying to do is help. I still need an apology, Harper. Look, I can't promise anything. Thanks anyway. Have you talked to Pete yet? He hasn't replied to me. Tried. He don't like me very much. Try to talk to him. That might be important for the other show. I tried talking to him before, and he was just like, "I'm not telling you anything, but we can be friends." But my view on friendship is that we just say we're friends, but I'm not going to tell you anything because we're not actually friends. That's what Pete said. Let's try. Let's try talking to Pete again. It's not going to Pete. It's important, Pete. Pete's offline. Look, Pete don't want to talk to me. Clearly, Pete doesn't want to talk to me. Hey, folks. And now we're at a point where we have to wait or spend some Jackos. But I think this is a good point for us to kind of stop the live, and then I can go get something to eat because I'm starving and I'm thirsty and I've done a lot of talking. But I hope you guys are enjoying Redford Hills. If you want to see more videos of Redford Hills, let me know. Or would you rather me do another live stream? Let me know in the comments after I end the stream. Let me know in the comments. Would you like to see more live streams instead of videos? Or do you want me to go back into the video side of it? Let me know. I had a lot of fun with this live stream. I hope you guys did too. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And join the Tethered. As always, thanks for watching. Love you all. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.